It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBsports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
Home of the Northstars, Nottingham High School, the Irish of Notre Dame on the road, looking for their 5th straight victory after a huge momentous win against Paul VI a week ago. It's the Irish of Notre Dame and the Northstars of Nottingham coming up here on the WBCB Sports Network. Hello again, everybody, alongside the Mercer County Hall of Famer, Rich Fisher. My name is Mike Warren. Great to be with you. A beautiful Saturday afternoon. Sunny skies, not a cloud in sight, Fish. This is always a great matchup when you talk about Nottingham and Notre Dame. Two schools that know each other very well. One school in Nottingham desperate for another victory. Notre Dame looking to keep things rolling in the win column.
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. I mean, this didn't seem like much of a game a month ago. Nottingham was winless and Notre Dame had lost a couple straight. But this has turned into a pretty big game, massive game really, as both teams have really turned their seasons around. You know, with 4 straight wins, including that revenge victory over Paul VI last week, which, like you said, that was unbelievable for Notre Dame. They moved up to number 6 in the non-public B United Power rankings for the playoffs. Now, that bracket can take up to 16 teams, depending on how many schools decide to enter the tournament. But there's been no actual number set yet. But right now, sitting at 6, you're pretty good, but you want to keep winning. I mean, the next 2 weeks still count towards your ranking. Nottingham, despite an 0-5 start, these two, well, now we got the national anthem. We'll be right back.
We have the choir that's going to be singing the national anthem.
Fish, as you were saying.
Yes. And anyway, Nottingham, with their 2 straight wins, they've moved into the 16th spot in South Jersey Group 3, and they take the top 16. But they're barely ahead of Barnegat and Brick Township, and Brick has played 1 less game. You can really add to your resume, though, through the next couple weekends. In terms of making the tournament, this game means a lot more to Nottingham. You know, Mike, I'd be lying if I said I understood this formula and what goes into it. But Stars coach Milo McGuire said last week his team needs to win out, and they need some help. I think Notre Dame just decides its fate if it keeps winning. The records are reversed: the Irish 5-2, the Northstars 2-5. But Nottingham's become a different team with Sabree Melvin eligible. After they lost a winnable game against Hightstown in Melvin's first game back, he's been a force the past 2 weeks. Against Hamilton, he had 3 catches for 100 yards and a TD. Last week against Princeton, I mean, the guy was everywhere. 2 TD catches, threw a touchdown, and rushed for 1, and had some great return yardage. He'll be the guy Notre Dame will key on for sure, although Augie Cassidy can grind out some tough yards to keep drives moving. Dante Vasquez had an up-and-down day last week. He threw for 138 yards in the TD, but was intercepted 3 times. I'd look for the Irish to put some pressure on the junior, try to hurry him into some picks. And they have some dangerous ball hawks, too, in the secondary, led by Karan Woods with his 3 interceptions. Protection, obviously, is key for Nottingham. Irish have recorded 17.5 sacks this season. Nottingham's defense faces a big challenge. The Irish had just been humming along, averaging nearly 36 points a game during their winning streak. Julian Matera, the quarterback, a dual threat, can throw, can run. Northstars got to keep an eye on him at all times. Then you got to worry about the dual running attack of Jaden Davis and Musa Cabrera. And the secondary will have its hands full with Wyatt Moore and Tyler Stefanisco. One thing Nottingham is strong, though, their secondary is pretty quick. They might be able to stick with these guys for a while. But the Northstars are going to have to get some pressure on Terra. Even if they do, they got to watch out for him because he's so elusive, he can slip away for some big chunks. I mean, you know, Notre Dame is the favorite on paper, of course, but Nottingham has a renewed confidence over the past few weeks, and we'll find out shortly just how that translates on the field.
The Northstars will receive to begin this afternoon. Back to receive for the Northstars, Quamir McMillan and Sabree Melvin. And Fish, you put out a great piece earlier this week about Sabree Melvin and the spark that he has provided to this Nottingham offense. A two-way player for the Northstars this season, but he's been the spark they've needed offensively and a very, very explosive slot receiver and really just an X-back for Nottingham when they need him to be. And we'll see what Melvin has in store today. 2 good offensive matchups here when you think about these 2 teams of late. Wyatt Moore, one of the Touchdown Club winners this past week, Offensive Players of the Week for his performance, well over 100 yards receiving and 3 touchdowns. He was our Italian People's Bakery Player of the Week, or Player of the Game last week. And a big booming kick from Swiatek, fielded by McMillan around the 10, across the 20, now the 25, nearing the 30. He's stacked up there right around the 27. 1st and 10 for the Nottingham Northstars from their own 27-yard line.
I'm sure Wyatt Moore grew up with a lot of these Northstars. He's a Hamilton kid, lives out around Yardville, Crosswicks area, somewhere around there. So that always makes it a little more fun when you're going against guys that you grew up with.
Now we get to see this Nottingham offense and a ground attack that's led by the sophomore back in August Cassidy. We'll see him a ton today. He's already in the backfield. Sabree Melvin in the gun to start.
Yeah, I guess Dante Vasquez, like I said, he threw those 4 picks.
This is Melvin. Quarterback draw, takes the snap up the middle. Cam Bailey meets him after a gain of about 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7 from the 30.
Yeah, Vasquez had the 4 picks last week, so, they took him out. I thought that might have just been for the game because he was upset, but now they decided to go with Melvin as the starter today.
Melvin getting the start at quarterback, and honestly, we saw this last night in Robbinsville against Hamilton as well. Just 1 snap from Robbinsville's quarterback, Gavin Yablonowitz, before they turned to Gavin Schwartz at tight end.
Well, didn't Yablonowitz get hurt?
He did get hurt, yeah.
Yeah, according to Joe O'Gorman's story, they had a lot of guys out.
They did. An injury-laden senior night for Robbinsville.
And now Vasquez is in.
Vasquez is in.
Okay.
Takes the snap. Quads to the left. Has pressure. Takes off. Left side. Some space. Across the 30. Swung down by Sebastian Jastrzebski. Right around the line of scrimmage. Minimal gain, if any. Looks like no gain. 3rd and 7.
But he has been playing on another level this year, Jastrzebski. How do you say his name? Jastrzebski. He has just been all over the field.
Not afraid to get his face involved in the action. Jastrzebski, the junior linebacker, working from the far side of the field to chase down Vasquez. Here comes Melvin in from the sideline with the play.
Well, maybe this is the plan. Alternate quarterbacks. Don't let Notre Dame get too comfortable with anything.
And they've left Vasquez out on the field, too. He's been slotted out as a wide receiver for first couple of these plays until he's been the quarterback. And now back in the shotgun again, and timeout called down on the field. Delay of game, actually, the call down on the field.
That's bad penalty.
That'll set him back 5 yards.
Late game penalty for the Northstars, 5 yards back.
So from the 30 to their own 25, this is 3rd and 12.
That should never happen, Mike.
Trips to the right, another 2 to the top of the screen. Vasquez takes the snap. Pressure again, throws left, intended for Melvin, but incomplete. 4th and 12, and the punt team going to have to come on here for Nottingham from their own 25.
Back was the Melvin, incomplete.
A little quarterback shuffle didn't seem to bother the Irish there.
Not at all, and when we talk about the Irish, we talked a lot about that offense, but defensively, a team that has found their groove of late.
Yep.
A big-time stand against Paul VI to end the game last week. And it all starts with their linebacking core led by Alex Villarelli, one of the leading tacklers on this squad. Him and Will Renda really set the tone off the edge. A high snap. Handled and booted away by the Northstars. Back to receive, Aldrich Crawford. That one takes a bounce around the 40. And fallen on by Cameron Martin. 1st and 10 for the Irish offense from their own 40-yard line. A flag on the play.
I don't think Martin should have fallen on that. The ball was bouncing toward the end zone, toward the Notre Dame end zone.
It was a false start is the call against Nottingham. And we'll see if Notre Dame elects to have them.
It looks like they're going to decline.
They will decline, and they'll take it from the 36-yard or the 44-yard line, rather.
31-yard punt.
1st and 10 for Notre Dame.
Now wait, now they're going off the field. I don't know why they want to punt again. They got the ball in great field position.
Yeah.
I guess they figured they can get it better.
Well, now they bring Jaden Davis back to receive along with Aldrich Crawford again. He comes back out onto the field. Maybe they realize they have a couple of explosive returners back there. Davis has been everything and more that the Irish have needed offensively, a running attack that really was slow to start this season for the Irish. And once they put Davis as the feature back, things kind of really took off for him.
Well, now they're punting from the 20.
Riccardi Sherry to boot things away. A high flying kick. Davis fields from his own 47. Tripped up at the Nottingham 45. Sabri Melvin there to make the stop. And a big stop it was as Davis looked to have a couple of steps in front of him, but Melvin closed in quick.
Yeah, it was a good play. Notre Dame did pick up a few yards on that, though. They were going to start at the 44 of their own 44. Now it looks like they're at the Nottingham 44. So 12-yard pickup on the whole thing.
Now we see Julian Matera and the Notre Dame offense for the first time today, and the Irish will start in the Wildcat. Jaden Davis in the gun, Matera and Moore stacked left. Direct snap to Davis. He'll take off right side, looking for space, bottled up by a slew of Northstars and swung to the ground after a gain of about 3 from Jaden Davis.
Didn't we just see this show on the other side of the ball?
We did.
Wildcat snap on the first down and 3-yard gain. Exactly what Nottingham got on there.
Now Matera breaks the huddle and returns as the quarterback. In the gun, Davis to his right. Pelzer and Moore split out wide right. Matera, screen right side, it's Moore. Complete across the 40, jumps out of bounds around the 35. Looks like he crossed the sticks. We'll see where they spot it.
That's why Moore is such a good receiver. He can get the deep ball, but he's also like a nice possession receiver that can just get that short pass and get some yards after the catch.
This is 3rd and short. Davis to the left of Matera in the gun. Stefanisco to the left in the slot with Pelzer at the bottom of the screen. Matera takes the snap, keeps, read option left side, has space, up the middle, across the 15, round the 10-yard line and tripped up there. Julian Matera with a huge gain sets up first down inside the red zone.
Yeah, I don't know. Can they? Yeah, they're just outside the 10, so they can get a first down. Irish going with that hurry up.
First down and 10 from the 11. Matera in the gun again. Takes the snap and looks left. Fires. Caught by Stefanisco. Melvin was there to make the play quickly. Actually, that was James Rumpf in on the stop. Rumpf, the sophomore defensive back, in on the play as he's there to meet Tyler Stefanisco quickly. Minimal gain.
Yeah, 3 yards there.
Second down. 7 to go. Pelzer at the top of the screen. Man in motion, it's Moore to the right. Matera takes the snap, feeds Davis left side, makes a cut in, brought down around the 5 and swung down right at that 5-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and short here for the Irish.
Yeah, big play here. I guess, like we said, the Irish can get a first down.
3rd and
It's about
5.
3rd and 3.
3rd down and about 3 to go. Pistol formation for the Irish as they look over to their sideline, getting the play. Matera motions Davis to his right, now in the gun. Takes the snap. And false start is going to be the call against the Irish. Notre Dame a bit of heavy feet up front. It'll push him back 5 yards.
It's a tough penalty when you're that close to the end zone. When you're 3rd and 3 for the first down, there's a lot of things you can do.
And for most teams in this scenario, 4-down situation for most offenses, but the Irish with Sebastian Swiatek, a very capable leg and a strong leg.
That's true.
Over on that sideline. So depending on what this sets up with this play, the Irish going trips right. Musa Kamara, the back, to the right of Matera in the gun. Pelzer at the bottom of the screen. Davis slotted right. Matera wants to throw, rolls to his right, looking, firing back across the middle, intended for Stefanisco. There on the deflection was Kendi Guillaume as he makes the play.
Matera complete, broken up by Kendi Guillaume.
Yeah, Matera rolled. He rolled to the point where he had to throw back across his body almost to make the pass. Tough pass.
Right place, right time for Kendi Guillaume. Field goal unit on. Here for the Irish, this is Sebastian Swiatek.
Sebastian Swiatek for the Irish. The field attack.
Good snap, good hold. Swiatek's kick through the uprights and good.
Well, Notre Dame will take that.
Good for the Irish.
Break out on top, take the lead. Maybe not the touchdown you wanted, but still, you put yourself ahead.
Notre Dame strikes first, 3-0 the score, 6:50 remaining here in the first quarter as the visiting Irish get out in front here this afternoon on Senior Day for the Northstars. Young Scholars Institute Fall College Tour coming up November 7th through the 10th. And Fall SAT Prep coming up as well beginning October 26th. For the college tour, some of the colleges that will be there, NC A&T and State U, Duke University, NC Central University, Shaw University, Hampton University, Norfolk State. So many great opportunities. The Young Scholars Institute, email ysitrentonNJ@gmail.com to learn more and visit youngscholarsofTrenton.org to learn more today. Call 609-577-5467 for more information. Sabri Melvin back to receive. Swiatek to boot things back. The Northstars offense patiently waiting their second opportunity of the afternoon.
Hoping it's a little better than the first.
Swiatek sends this one high and deep in the air. McMillan fields well inside the 5. Takes off across the 10, now across the 15. Villarelli meets him there, stacks him up. The ball comes loose, but forward progress blown. 1st and 10 for Nottingham. The ball spotted at their own 13.
Great coverage by Notre Dame there. McMillan, I mean, when he gets going and gets moving, he can be tough to bring down, but they got down there quick and smothered him before he could really get out of first or second gear.
Working from the near side of the field are the Northstars. 1st and 10, deep in their own territory at their own 13-yard line.
19.
Their own 19, sorry. Yeah. My apologies. Vasquez takes the snap. Cassidy, left side, lowers the shoulder, but Karan Woods in on the stop after a gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
Yeah, we want to send a shout out to Augie Vasquez's grandma, Patty Latini, who Augie told us is a faithful viewer, watches us all the time, and he appreciates that we do these games so his grandma could watch us. So, Patty, we hope you're watching now, and We love that Patty Latini watches us.
Here is Vasquez in the gun with a back to either side. Carmichael and Cassidy. Man in motion, it's Melvin from left to right. Vasquez takes the snap, flag thrown, hit and brought down for the sack. Will Renda and Will Napier combining for the stop. An illegal motion going to be the call against Nottingham.
I think this will be declined.
But great pressure from this Irish front seven to start, as Vasquez has really had to been on the move just about every time he's wanted to throw.
Nope, they declined.
The ball placed right around the 20-yard line, closer to the 15, right at the 16.
Penalty decline, third down.
3rd and 11
Northstars.
here for Nottingham. Inside their own 20-yard line. Melvin split out left with Almonte. Another back to either side set here for the Northstars. Vasquez takes the snap and looks left. Pressure again to his right. Slips a man with space across the 30, now across the 40, brought down at the 45. Dante Vasquez making it happen on the ground.
He sure did. I thought Notre Dame was going to have him. They tried a shoestring tackle there, and he just stepped out of it. Once he did that, he had open field up the right side here, and had a 30-yard pickup. That should do something for Nottingham's confidence, I guess.
Ball spotted at their own 46. A huge run from Vasquez puts them in great field position.
Frustrating for Notre Dame. I think they thought they had him.
Same formation here for the Northstars. Vasquez feeds Cassidy on the ground. Up the middle, lowering the shoulder, and a strong gain of 5 on the ground. Makes it 2nd and 5 as we see the sophomore August Cassidy, the feature back in this offense, starting to get lathered up a bit here, Fish.
Yeah, he comes to play. Linebacker, running back, he puts in a day's work, that's for sure. He was funny. Last week I was walking away after doing my interviews, and he goes, "Hey, don't you want to talk to me?" He goes, "I thought you guys liked me." What could I do? I had to talk to him.
Irish showing pressure. Villarelli showing blitz from the near side of the field. It's Melvin in motion. They'll go Cassidy left side, looking for space, but not much going that time. Just able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Cam Bailey, first man there on the stop. Bailey and Jastrzebski coming in to make the play. 3rd and short. About 5 to go here for the Northstars.
I don't want to call this a big play in this whole scheme of things, but it's kind of important for Nottingham. I mean, they'd love to put together a couple consecutive first downs and
can put some momentum.
Yeah, so they can move the ball against this. This is a rugged defense they're facing. So
trips left here for the Northstars on 3rd and 5. McMillan slotted left. Melvin at the top of the screen. Looking left, throwing, complete, hauling it in. Right around the yard to gain. That's Kendi Guillaume.
Vasquez to Kendi Guillaume. Results in a Nottingham Northstar first down.
Just enough for the first down.
They're going to move the sticks. It's 1st and 10. Right at the Notre Dame 44-yard line.
Guillaume, one of those, he's got some receivers that he can go to that can really make good catches. I mean, that one was right in his gut, but they got guys that can really get up in the air and pull balls down, and they can outfight defensive back for the ball. It's a luxury if you can get it to them.
Tremendous athleticism in this receiving core here for the Northstars. Yep. Melvin slotted right at the bottom of the screen. 2 receivers to either side. Cassidy to the left of Vasquez in the gun. And some movement up front. The hard count gets the Irish to jump. 1st and 5. Ball's going to be spotted at the Notre Dame 39.
All sides on the Irish.
Great executed hard count by Vasquez and the offense as they stayed put. Cam Bailey came rushing through the North Star offensive line, and I don't think a single North Star moved.
No, I didn't see it.
Not even reacting to the men rushing through the gaps.
You know, Vasquez, you had to wonder, how he would react to being taken out of the game last week. So far, so good. He's looked pretty confident and pretty able.
Cassidy, belly carry, right side, mean stiff arm, but he's drugged down. Give him a gain of a yard on the play.
Yeah, Cassidy's strong, but when you're going against Jastrzebski, that's a battle you're going to lose one-on-one.
Jastrzebski brings him down. Cassidy a bit hobbly after that one as he's down on the surface, holding down at that right leg. Injury timeout down on the field. Second down and about 4 to go for the Northstars. Jammer Doors and Windows, a fourth-generation local family-owned business since 1920, offering Rainer garage doors and openers, the finest garage doors and openers. Jammer also carries entry doors, patio doors, and windows sales, service, and installation. Jammer Doors and Windows does their own installation using no subcontractors, which means fairer prices and more pride in their work. Visit Jammer Doors and Windows at 2850 Brunswick Avenue, Business Route 1 in Lawrenceville. Their Yardley showroom in the Grist Mill at 10 North Main Street is open by appointment. You can call them at 215-493-7709. That's 215-493-7709. Jammer Doors and Windows, proud to sponsor today's game here on WBCB. Second and 4 from the Irish 38. Vasquez in the gun, takes the snap, fires left side. McMillan caught, swung down, brought short of the yard to gain. They'll give him forward progress right at the 36.
And there's Jastrzebski again being in on that play. I think that was him, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was there. Sebastian Jastrzebski.
And that's what you got to do with these receivers. You got to get up on them quick.
Third down and short. Make it 2.
3rd and 2 Northstars.
McMillan comes out.
Big play here.
I'll tell you, I'm a little surprised on 1st and 5 Nottingham didn't maybe try to go for a big one. You got a couple more downs to get that 5 yards. Why not take a pop in the end zone?
Final minute, under a minute to play. Melvin at the bottom of the screen. Vasquez feeds the back, left side. Nowhere to work for Cassidy. Anthony Kelly in on the stop. Jastrzebski there as well with Will Napier. Another big play from this Irish defense. 4th and 2, no gain on the play, and the offense looking to stay on the field.
Yeah, you got to go for it in this situation.
4th and 2.
Well, Notre Dame is getting on Cassidy. They're gang tackling him. They're not giving him any room to maneuver at all. And he's a hard runner. He runs hard with his legs, always moving. But these guys are strong.
Irish movement up front. Jastrzebski into the neutral zone. The hard count gets the Irish for the second time today. It'll move the sticks and continue the drive here for Nottingham.
More gray hairs for the Irish coaching staff.
First down from the 31 in Irish territory. Creeping closer to the red zone are the Northstars.
That's a tough one if you're Notre Dame. It's a gift if you're Nottingham.
Melvin split out wide at the bottom of the screen. Final seconds tick off in the first quarter. 1 in the books. The Irish on top, 3-0. The Northstars driving as August Cassidy heads over to the sideline, needing some assistance from his quarterback in Vasquez. We'll monitor that injury as we take a quick timeout. Irish on top, 3-0. You're watching high school football on WBCB.
I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology has a highly rated and award-winning dermatology team with over 130 years of collective clinical experience. They've been voted as the region's best dermatologist and doctor for 20 consecutive years. over 1,500 five-star reviews from satisfied patients. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
Vasquez in the gun, motions Melvin. They'll go Cassidy on the ground, looking for space left side, diving forward, give him about 3. It'll bring up 2nd and 7 from the 28-yard line in Notre Dame territory.
You know, Mike, you had mentioned Cassidy coming off, being helped off. If you remember last week, he was in pain quite a few times after the plays, and he said he had some issues, but it wasn't enough to keep him out. But I think he's got something that's just bothering him. It's a season-long thing that he's just, willing to play with.
They'll sub Cassidy out for this next play. 2 receivers stacked to the top of the screen. It's Melvin, the near man, and the top man in Carlos Almonte. Carmichael in the gun with Vasquez, looking left, steps up, throws right, pass is batted away by Anthony Kelly. What a play by the linebacker for the Irish.
Yeah, he was right on it. No. There was
Pass
no way.
for McMillan, and Anthony Kelly just had it read right away. Able to get a hand on that football and bat it down. It's 3rd and 7. Stops the clock with about 11:08 actually to play.
Yeah, you think of those linebackers as guys that get in there and tackle, but got to play deep pass coverage too, and Kelly did an outstanding job on that one.
Great coverage play there from the Irish linebacker. Split receiver set, McMillan in motion from left to right. Bootleg, right side, Vasquez looking to throw, fires, caught. McMillan fighting for extra yardage, swung short of the marker out of bounds at the Notre Dame bench.
I didn't even see McMillan down there when he threw it. I thought he was just throwing it out of bounds. There was a bunch of white shirts around him, but he had enough room to slide it in there for a 6-yard gain, and
makes this 4th down and 1 to go. The North Star offense remaining on the field, trying to get into the red zone for the first time today. At the Notre Dame 22-yard line, Vasquez. Bunch formation to his right. It's Cassidy going under center. Takes the snap. Fights forward, and he's got the first down.
Good call there by the North Stars.
Taking a page out of the Penn State Nittany Lions playbook.
First down.
August Cassidy motioned over from the right. Looked like he was going to be the fullback and became the quarterback. Takes the snap under center, fights forward for a gain of a pair, and moves the sticks. 1st and 10 from the Irish 20-yard line. First red zone trip of the day here for the North Stars.
Yeah, and they're putting together a nice drive. That's their 4th first down on this drive after going 3 and out in the first possession.
Guillaume, the receiver at the top of the screen to the left. Melvin left side. They'll go Carmichael on the ground. Up the middle, strong run. Give him about 6 on the ground, maybe even 7, as he's marked inside the 15, right around the 14-yard line.
Yeah, Cassidy against the brunt of the carries, but Carmichael does a nice job when he's called upon. Did it there, picking up 6.
Tymir Carmichael.
2nd and 4, North Stars.
A strong carry up the middle. It's 2nd and 4. From the Irish 14, a back to either side here from Vasquez in the gun. Takes the snap, wants to throw, lets it fly, wants it all, has Melvin! It's caught for the touchdown!
Well, Melvin broke away. He got 2 steps on Karan Woods, who's a heck of a defender, and he just happened to get by him. I mean, he had 2 yards on him there. Great throw, great route, great play.
Back corner ball for Sabri Melvin. He hauls it in from about 14 out. And the North Stars with the extra point looming have the lead, looking to make this a 7-3 ball game. Here's Chris Alvarez, the snap.
Blocked.
And might be some movement up front.
Oh, there was a flag.
I believe there was a flag. There is one down on the ground. Went around the 5-yard line. You know what I always found funny, too? Ironically enough, both Nottingham and Notre Dame have the same fight song, the same tune to the same fight song.
I never noticed that.
Yeah, after Nottingham scores, it's the same song that the Irish play after they score. It might be different lyrics, but...
Well, Notre Dame's the older school, so we'll just assume that Nottingham ripped them off. Holding on Notre Dame.
Personal foul.
Looks like are they going to go for 2 now?
Hamptons to the goal.
Yep, they are.
They're going to go for 2.
North Stars going for 2.
9:03 to go here in the first half. The North Stars leading 6-3 as they bring out the offense for a 2-point conversion. They're going Wildcat. Vasquez slotted to the right with McMillan and Almonte. It's Melvin in the gun. Cassidy to the right. Melvin takes the snap, rolls left, looking for the corner, dives for the pylon. He got it.
Wow.
Sabri Melvin with an octopus as he scores the touchdown and converts the 2-point conversion.
You don't think this guy's made a difference on this team? My goodness.
9:03 in the second quarter.
8-3 the score. North Stars in front. 9:03 to play here in the first half. Eerily similar to last year's contest, the Irish just able to hold on 35-28 when these teams met last season right here at Nottingham. The North Stars with a lead in that game as they have here today. Out in front 8-3. And now the Irish offense in need of a response, trailing early on here in the first half.
Well, we said Nottingham on that one play just needed a couple first downs to get its confidence. They got the confidence and he kept the confidence going all the way down. What a drive. 81 yards on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 81 yards on 15 plays. Helped, of course, by 2 Notre Dame offside penalties, which really did contribute. And but you know, you get breaks. You got to take advantage of those breaks.
Just a grinded out drive from the North Stars, and they find themselves in front here in the first half. 8-3 the score. Sherry to punt things away.
This is what they've been doing. They've been mixing it up and been successful. Look out!
Crawford off his hand.
Oh boy!
Picks it up inside the 5, takes off, and dives down at the 10. A near disaster avoided by the Irish as Aldrich Crawford was probably better off letting that one fly over his head.
Yeah.
Crawford on the return.
Had the chance to either bounce out of bounds or just go into the end zone for a touchback.
It wasn't a disaster, but it wasn't good. I mean, now they're starting at the 11.
1st and 10 for the Irish offense, trailing early on in this one. 4 straight wins for the Irish and a big one last week against Paul VI. They trailed 13-0 in that one. Here's Matera. They'll go Davis on the ground. Inside carry. Up the middle he goes. Flags thrown, and getting pushed back is Davis as whistles are blown, and we'll see who this is against. This might be against Notre Dame.
Not used to seeing this out of the Irish. They're usually pretty disciplined. Usually you see Nottingham committing all the penalties.
It is a face mask against Nottingham, so add 15 yards from the spot of the foul. 1st and 10. And that'll bump Notre Dame all the way up to the 29-yard line. So a little bit more room to breathe here for the Irish offense. Davis to the left of Matera in the gun. 2 receivers to the top of the screen. Read option. Matera rolling left, taking off, keeps his balance, tripped up and diving out of bounds, short of the yard to gain. And it looked like the man tripping him up was Talon Kudo.
Carry tackle by Salam Bangura for Northstars. 2nd and 2 Irish.
2nd down and 2 to go here for the Irish. From their own 37-yard line. And the whistle blows and a timeout taken down on the field. Notre Dame takes their first timeout.
Timeout Irish.
2 remaining, 8:28 to go here in the second quarter. Discover the Ciocca difference at Ciocca Lincoln, Business Route 1 in Lawrenceville. Luxurious Lincoln vehicles, new pre-owned from the Aviator, Corsair, Nautilus, and Navigator models. Ciocca Lincoln, a part of 52 Ciocca dealerships that can offer you much better selection. Ciocca Lincoln, proud to sponsor today's game here on WBCB. And don't forget, you miss any of today's action, read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. The Trentonian, the only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. And of course, the Italian People's Bakery, proud to bring you today's game on WBCV. Visit them at 63 Butler Street in Chambersburg, the Italian People's Bakery since 1936.
Mike, I'm going to test your recall ability. On that face mask penalty, do you remember who carried the ball?
Jaden Davis.
Okay, thank you, because he got a couple of yards and I forgot to write it down.
2nd and 2, Matera looking right, pass intended for Pelzer, hits off of his hand, bounces through the hand of the defensive back in Sherry.
Yeah, that was a little shaky.
Very close. Riccardi Sherry almost makes the play. 3rd and 2 here for the Irish. And now Notre Dame, known for their aerial attack, needing 2 yards. Musa Camara, their power back, stays on the sideline as a hobbly Julian Matera sort of limps in with the play. Davis to the left in the gun. Matera, man in motion. It's Pelzer. Takes the snap. They'll go Davis. Right side, fighting forward, has the first down as he's brought down at the 40.
Davis is he's just so low to the ground. It's almost impossible to find him.
Yeah, I feel like he definitely gets lost behind blockers.
Yeah, for sure. He's low to begin with. He keeps low, keeps in a crouch. And
from their own 40 now, Notre Dame with Moore at the bottom of the screen and Pelzer at the top. Davis to the right of Matera. Northstars looking like they're bringing pressure. It's Pelzer in motion. Matera feeds Davis. Left side, has space, still on his feet, across the 50, bounces it outside, sideline, he's gonna go, Jaden Davis! They call him short at the 2. There is a flag down as well. This one might be coming back even further.
Oh, boy.
Looked like Davis kept his feet in bounds, but the near side judge.
No, wait, they're calling him a touchdown. I don't know if that guy noticed that the other official did not mark it as a touchdown. But the penalties against Nottingham.
They called another helmet-to-helmet against Nottingham. Davis is being ruled out at the 2 by the side judge closest to the play. And again, very close, but tough to see how Davis stepped out on that play. It was very, very close down the sideline, but
tell you what, run that good, give him the touchdown.
So it's 1st and goal for Notre Dame from the North Star 2-yard line after the explosive run from Jaden Davis, as they go from about their own 46 all the way down to the 2.
And Notre Dame has so many things they can do down on this goal line. It's almost impossible to stop them. When you have a quarterback that can run like Matera, and as you just saw, Jaden Davis.
In the pistol, Matera with Camara behind him. Receiver in motion, it's Pelzer from left to right. They'll go Camara up the middle. He's met right away. The Northstars there as they stand up Camara for a loss.
Yeah, they sniffed that one out for sure.
Second and goal.
Tackled by Suman Bugera.
Jaden Davis probably on the sideline sucking oxygen right now after that run. 2-yard loss there.
Loss of 2. Second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now from the 4. Wyatt Moore split out wide to the right. Pelzer at the top of the screen. Camara remains the back in the gun to the right of Matera in the gun.
What a great matchup. Melvin on Moore.
Moore in motion from right to left. Matera takes the snap. Bootlegs left. Takes it himself. Looks for the corner. Reaches. He's in for the touchdown.
Yeah, I think the reach got it.
On the carry results in an Irish touchdown.
Matera does it with his legs. One ref has him in for the touchdown. I think another official has him down at the 1.
Let's see.
The extra point team is coming on for the Irish.
Yeah. Looks like, yeah.
So that is a touchdown for the Irish. Julian Matera from 4 yards out. Sebastian Swiatek on for the extra point. Peterson on for the hold. Good snap, good hold. Kick splits the uprights, and it's good. The Irish back out in front. 10-8 the score. 6:36 to play here in the first half, and a back-and-forth affair between two bitter rivals in the Irish of Notre Dame and the Northstars of Nottingham. It's been a good one so far, Fish.
Sure has. I mean, each team scoring, the other team responding, and neither team looking like it's going to back down. It's going to be a great afternoon, I think. Already has been.
Proud to sponsor today's game on WBCB, the Hamilton Township Animal Shelter at 2100 Sylvan Avenue. Cats, dogs, sometimes even reptiles and birds. HamiltonNJ.com/animal shelter to learn more. The shelter at 2100 Sylvan Avenue off South Olden Avenue. The Hamilton Township Animal Shelter, proud to sponsor high school sports on WBCB, as well as the Hamilton Township Education Association. Today's game brought to you by the HTEA, who would like to take this opportunity to wish all of their students the best of luck this school term. They are proud to support you. This message brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association. 10-8 the score. Notre Dame back out in front as they respond after the Northstars have a 15-play drive offensively and find the end zone.
Yeah, Notre Dame responds with the big play with Jaden Davis. He didn't get the touchdown, but he sure as heck is responsible for it.
Swiatek to send things back the Northstars' way. McMillan and Melvin, the two deep men. Swiatek sends this one deep left side, and that one will carry over the head of McMillan and out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 from their own 20 for Nottingham. 6:36 to go here in the second quarter.
Well, now we'll see if Nottingham has a response. They showed that they could move the ball in that first quarter, or that last possession. But with that being said, if Notre Dame cleans up its act a little bit and doesn't jump off sides, that could have been a whole different story, you know? So let's see what the Northstars can do now.
80 yards of grass in front of them.
I think they might want to go deep again. I think that touchdown might have given them a little bit of confidence.
Vasquez in the pistol. Cassidy, they'll fake pitch to the right. Rolling left, firing, it's Melvin. Caught across the 35. Looking for the 40, but brought down by Karan Woods at the 37. Make it the 38. 1st and 10 for the Northstars, a gain of 18.
They didn't go deep, but they got it in the right guy's hands. Catch and run.
Northstars at the 38-yard line.
For the Irish, you might just want to have Karan Woods on Melvin all day, and it seems like they've gone that route. Jaden Davis marking up against him at the top of the screen here to start. A back to either side of Vasquez in the gun. It's Cassidy on the ground. up the middle, lowers the shoulder. Jastrzebski in on the stop with a couple of other Irish defenders. Anthony Kelly there as well.
4-yard gain for the Northstars, results in a 2nd and 6.
And Dylan Bundick gets in there to make a tackle as well.
I'm sorry, who carried that?
That was August Cassidy.
All right.
3 on the ground. Ball spotted right at the 41. Melvin at the top of the screen. They'll pitch this time right. It's Cassidy looking for space. Renda, the first man there, brings him down, but able to pull him along for a gain of 1 is Cassidy.
Yeah, he didn't get much. He just disappeared in a Notre Dame chasm.
3rd down, make it about 6.
Carry tackled by Will Renda.
Ball at the North Star 42.
3rd and 6, North Star.
This is a typical game for Cassidy. 9 carries, 16 yards. He doesn't get a lot of yards, but the yards he gets is good. You know, he makes you have to think about him to open things up for the rest of the attack.
3rd and 6. Vasquez wants to throw, steps up, takes off, drugged down, short of the yard to gain by a yard.
Yeah, this will be an interesting call now.
Anthony Kelly coming in to make the stop.
4th and 1.
Vasquez with the carry.
And Vasquez a little bit hobbly after that one as well as he trots over to the sideline for the play.
North Star.
Well, they're going to go for it.
4th and 1. From their own 47.
What do you think? Another
Might be
a direct
snap to Cassidy here. Line up in that formation.
Right, he is.
And they move him under center. Cassidy fumbles the snap. They wanted to go hard count. Fights for the yard to gain. Might have got an extra push. He is. And he's got the 1st down.
That's what I mean about that kid. He does not stop. His entire body, his shoulders, his thighs, his everything just grinds.
The Irish defense kind of looking with their palms to the sky towards the officials because they thought there should have been either a false start or maybe even aiding the runner on that play, but nothing called, and a 1st down the result after Cassidy turns garbage into gold. They wanted to go hard count there, and the snap came right away.
Yeah, surprise. It's obviously surprised Cassidy. Like you said, he dropped it, but credit to him.
The ball was on the turf for a full second before he picked it up.
Yeah, he picked it up and still, like you said, made gold out of garbage. GOG.
Melvin now in at quarterback. Direct snap to him. He'll take off up the middle. Makes a man miss. Cuts at the 35. Fights off a man. Still going and brought down at the 22. He was brought down by his face mask. So add on a bit more to this run.
Yeah, he was. I don't even think the face mask is what brought him down. It kind of drug him forward a little bit more.
Sabri Melvin doing it all this afternoon here for the North Stars.
Again.
As he takes a quarterback draw up the middle. Half the distance to the goal from the 22. It'll mark it well inside the red zone. Down around the 10 at the 11. 1st and 10 for the North Stars. In the red zone, looking to regain the lead. At the 3-minute mark here in the 2nd quarter.
It's a 29-yard pickup for Sabri Melvin. Man, that guy's exciting.
They might go back to Melvin here. Actually, he's on the bench getting a breather. Man in motion, it's McMillan. They'll go Cassidy up the middle. Still going and drugged down by a pack of the Irish defense. Bundick, the first man there.
Cassidy up the middle, tackled by.
Strong carry, give him about 4 on the ground. From the 12 to the 8-yard line go the North Stars. 2nd down and 6 to go. 2 and change remaining here in the first half. Vasquez in the gun, bunch formation to his right. Pitch right, reverse left. McMillan gets a block, has the corner, in for the touchdown.
Well, that was designed as well as it could be. Notre Dame had no idea what hit him there. The pitch back to McMillan, and he just pretty much walked into the end zone. Another great play call by Nottingham today.
Sean Clancy out on the field around the 20-yard line as Alex Villarelli got clipped from behind. It looked like it should have been an illegal block against the Northstars, according to the Irish sideline at least, as Villarelli got up right away and looked around as if somebody should have caught that, but nobody did.
Yeah, you don't really see Sean Clancy get all that demonstrative with refs either that much, so if he's out there, you know it must have been something.
14-10, going for 2 are the Northstars. It's Melvin. Up the middle, fighting, but stood up short of the end zone. The 2-point attempt unsuccessful as the Irish combine to make the stop defensively. 1:47 left in the first half. Nottingham back out in front. 14-10 the score here on a gorgeous afternoon in the heart of Hamilton Township. Bob Hope's Auto Repair, 903 Arena Drive in Hamilton. Trust, integrity, and reliability since 1986. A family-owned and operated auto repair shop serving the greater Hamilton-Trenton area with fair, honest, and competitive pricing for top-notch auto repair services. Bob Hope Auto Repair, 903 Arena Drive in Hamilton. Open Monday through Thursday, 8 to 6. Fridays, 8 to 5. Closed Saturdays and Sundays. A gorgeous day and a great game out in front of us. 1:47 to play here in the first half. If you're just joining us alongside the Mercer County Hall of Famer Rich Fisher, my name is Mike Warren. Great to be with you. Thank you so much for making us a part of your afternoon here today on WBCB. As the Northstars, the underdogs in this one on paper, looking awfully confident and awfully strong here in the first half.
Yeah, well, Nottingham's going to have to, their D's going to have to come up big now because, you know, Notre Dame, with $1:47 left on the scoreboard, they still think they have enough time to get in there and score. So Nottingham, if they want to feel really good at halftime, I want to try to prevent that and keep that lead at half.
Camara bobbles around the 15, across the 25, swung down past the 30, right around the 31. 1st and 10 for Notre Dame.
Moore with the carry for the Irish, tackled by Jackson Hughes.
1st and 10 for Notre Dame. 1:40 to go here in the first half, trailing by 4.
Plenty of time for the Irish.
Trips to the top of the screen here for Matera. Camara the back to his right in the gun. Matera takes the snap, fires quick, left, it's Moore. Caught across the 40, swung down at the 42, short of the yard to gain, right around the yard to gain actually.
Yeah, I think he might have got it.
And this should move the sticks. It is a first down. So the clock will stop temporarily for the chain gang to get reestablished at 1:31. Irish going no huddle. Clock resumes. Matera takes the snap again, looking right, fires.
Oh!
Almost intercepted, a miscue with his receivers.
Yeah, I don't know if somebody ran a wrong route or something, but that ball went right
in between Stefanisco and Moore and almost intercepted
42.
by Kendi Guillaume. Clock stops, 1:20 to play, 2nd and 10. Irish still going, well now they go into a huddle as Matera comes in from the sideline. Started no huddle on the drive. Trips to the right now. Stefanisco the low man. Davis in the middle with Moore closest to Matera. Camara, motion to the right. Matera lets it go. Deep down the sideline. Off of Davis's hands. Almost intercepted through the hands of Sherry, the defensive back. And off of the face mask and the hands of Davis.
Was that Sherry? I thought that was McMillan. 23?
That was 9.
Oh, 9.
Coming over to make the play.
Oh, okay.
Riccardi Sherry over there making the play just a little bit more difficult for Davis. I don't think he got a hand on it, but Davis was expecting him to, I think, and that one got to him a bit quicker than expected. This is 3rd and 10 from their own 42. Matera wants to throw left side. It's Pelzer, caught, lowers the shoulder, tripped up shy of the 50, right at the 49, makes this 4th and a short 2.
See if Notre Dame calls timeout. They do.
Timeout called by the Irish. 4th and 2, making about 4th and 3 actually. Right at the 49-yard line.
If you're Notre Dame.
They don't go timeout. They actually just call the punt team on.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Clock continues to tick. Sabrine Melvin back to receive. Swiatek on to boot things away. High snap handled and gets this one away. A soaring punt. Fielded around the 10 by Melvin. Didn't fair catch it. Takes off. Makes a move around the 20. Still on his feet, reverses field. He might have some space. Looking for the sideline, and a strong tackle made over on that sideline for the Irish. Joseph
flags.
Conway makes the tackle. Yeah, a block in the back probably going to be called against Nottingham as they're going to get set back deeper in their own territory.
You know, it's funny. When I thought Notre Dame called a timeout, I was going to say they're probably trying to decide if they should go for it or punt, but they were punting all the way, which I think is definitely the right move because if you don't get it, Nottingham's only got half a field to try to score again.
And now Sabrine Melvin down on the turf.
Yeah, that's
needing some medical attention. An injury timeout down on the field. 15 seconds to play here from Nottingham High School with the Northstars on top 14-10. The Hamilton Township Division of Health offers a variety of free services to keep you and your community healthy. It's important for everyone to stay up to date on recommended vaccines, whether you or a loved one needs an annual flu shot, a COVID-19 vaccine, or a pneumonia shot. Hamilton's Division of Health is ready to help. Visit hamiltonnj.com/health to learn more today. Stay healthy, Hamilton. Melvin to his feet and heads over to the sideline under his own power. So that's good to see for the Northstars.
It's real good to see.
But after the penalties all assessed down on the field, 1st and 10 for Nottingham, deep in their own zone, just 15 seconds to go, and a lead up on the scoreboard. They might just want to take the knee down here and head to the halftime locker room.
I would certainly think so.
Vasquez comes in from the sideline, and it looks like they'll get into that victory formation, the kneel-down formation. From their own 8, Vasquez under center, takes the snap and takes a knee down. And that'll do it for the first half. The 2-5 Northstars on top, heading to the halftime locker room, 14-10 the score here on Senior Day for Nottingham. Looking for the upset, the Irish with a 4-game winning streak on the line as they head to the half down by 4. First half stats, second half action coming up next here on WBCB, the Northstars and the Irish here on the WBCB Sports Network. Don't go anywhere.
And last night's scores.
Hi, Merrill Reese for Capital Health, reminding you that the former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capital Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services. To enter the emergency department and outpatient clinic, please use the Burt Avenue entrance. Capital Health, proud to be a partner for better health in our state's capital, Trenton, New Jersey. This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford Subaru or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good! Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology is the place for all general dermatology needs. For acne, rosacea, eczema, psoriasis, hives, warts, and other growths. They have a friendly and courteous staff and they can usually offer appointments within 24 hours for emergencies. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
Hi, I'm Sean Spiller, President of the New Jersey Education Association. On behalf of the 200,000 educators in all of our public schools, we wish all of our student athletes the very best luck in today's competition. We would also like to recognize the students in our public schools who participate in extracurricular activities, like the school play, robotics class, or the marching band. New Jersey schools are #1 in the nation. When parents, schools, and educators work together, our students are the winners. New Jersey Education Association supports our great public schools.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. Hamilton Township in Mercer County is fortunate to have many fine businesses that serve our community. Saul Funeral Home is a fourth-generation family-owned business proud to support our local schools and community. Their compassionate and caring staff is there for you and your family. They'll bring the closure you deserve while also celebrating the life of your loved one. Visit their website at saulfuneralhomes.com. That's saulfuneralhomes.com. Saul Funeral Home at 3795 Nottingham Way, Hamilton Square.
Oh, well, the specialist is out on the field early, which means they're getting chewed out in the locker. What's up? I played 2012 until 2014. 2013 was fall. Yeah, Chappie was my coach. Yeah, we couldn't get him his 300 win, so we're the class that couldn't do it. We got a lot of really bad feedback from alumni. It was awesome. 6. And we went 4-6. Finished with 298. Yeah, we had our end of the year banquet thing at the school, and a lot of alumni came back because they knew it was Chappie's last one. Last year. Yeah, it was his last year. Yeah, it was kind of announced at the beginning of the year it was his last one. Now, we were sitting at a table, a bunch of captains of the team. This guy from the class 70 something comes up and he's like, for all that Mr. at school, you guys should have done better. We were just like,
I hope so. If you won one extra game during your year, we would have been.
Yeah, a kid at my table actually said that. He goes, you guys couldn't have won 2 more games your year? Like joking, because the guy got all buttered and walked away. The year before we started out so great. We were 5-0 to start, and we go on the road.
Hi, Paul Muller here, and there's never been a better time to be part of the team. New car inventory is back. We have over 100 new Toyotas ready to drive home today with some of our most popular models available. And with a huge selection of dependable certified used Toyotas, our pre-owned departments are ready to make a deal that works for you. Plus, our award-winning service centers will have you in and out and back on the road in no time. Visit one of our 3 locations in Langhorne, Glen Mills, or Princeton, or online at teamtoyota.net.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers great cosmetic dermatology featuring the latest technology in cosmetics, including Morpheus 8 for skin tightening and scars, ultraviolet A and B light treatment for psoriasis, eczema, and itching. Kessel Dermatology now offers Genesis and XLV laser treatments for wrinkles, facial discoloration, scars, and hair removal. Kessel Dermatology provides Botox and fillers. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
At the half, the North Stars on top of the Irish, 14-10, as the 2-5 North Stars looking to pull off the upset and snap the 4-game winning streak of the Irish entering this afternoon. A 14-10 score, and with our first half numbers and last night's scores, here is Fish for scores.
Thank you, Michael. We got a great one going on here. Let's run through the scoring summary first. Notre Dame took a 3-0 lead on Sebastian Swiatek's 26-yard field goal in the first quarter. Then in the second quarter, Sabri Melvin grabbed a 14-yard TD pass from Dante Vasquez, and then Melvin scored on the conversion run. Notre Dame came back with Julian Matera on a 4-yard run. Sebastian Swiatek adding the kick. Matera got shook up on that play, and we're hoping that he's going to be coming out here for the second half. And Nottingham went back in front when Quimir McMillan scored on a 9-yard run on a reverse. That made it 14-10. Statistics for Notre Dame: Jaden Davis, 4 carries for 13 yards. Julian Matera, 3 for 36 and a TD. Musa Kamara, 1 for -2. Matera has completed just 4 of 8 passes for 26 yards. Wyatt Moore, 2 catches for 16. Tyler Stefanisco, 1 for 3. Max Pelzer, 1 for 7. Overall, Notre Dame's rushed 8 times for 47 yards, passed 8 times for 26, 16 total plays for 73 yards. That's kind of un-Irish-like, but Nottingham had the ball for a long time in this first half. For the North Stars, Sabri Melvin, 2 carries for 32 yards. Dante Vasquez, 4 for 31. Augie Cassidy, 11 for 20. Tymir Carmichael, 1 for 6. And Quimir McMillan, 1 for 9 and a TD. Vasquez was 5 of 6 for 45 yards and a TD. Sabri Melvin, 2 catches for 32 yards and a score. Quimir McMillan, 2 for 8. And Kendi Guillaume, 1 for 5. Nottingham, 19 rushes for 98 yards, 5 for 6, 45 yards. So they've run 25 plays for 143 yards compared to 16 for 73 yards for Notre Dame. So Nottingham, I'll tell you what, sometimes that's the best defense to play against Notre Dame, is keep that offense off the field and hold on to the ball. And You know, Mike, that's exactly what Nottingham's doing so far.
They've done a great job taking advantage of not just field position, and they haven't really had great field position to start today, but taking advantage of what's in front of them. You mentioned August Cassidy on the ground. He's not a back that's going to wow you with big runs, but wearing down defenses is his specialty, and you're seeing now out on the field during halftime Sebastian Swiatek practicing some of his range with his kicking, and that might be what this game comes down to very
absolutely.
much so is a field goal or a point or two difference, because both of these teams right now offensively up to the bill for the task here today, and defensively still trying to figure each other out. Still both of these teams trying to pick up the stops that they need. Nottingham has done a great job to end that first half. You saw a 2-minute offense in effect to start on that final drive for the Irish, but Nottingham's defense coming up with a big stand, and the untimely penalties that have hurt drives for the Irish.
Well, they helped drive for Nottingham, really.
Right.
Mostly the worst part have been on defense. They've a couple offsides that gave Nottingham first downs, actually. And
the face mask against Melvin that put them even deeper into the red zone. And
Yep. And
there's been a lot of setbacks defensively.
Nottingham's taking advantage of it, and Swiatek's hitting them from, 50 yards now.
Trying to. That one was a bit
wide.
short.
Yeah, well, short and wide. But anyway, let's look at last night's scores. It was a busy night. Every team played but the two that we're looking at today. And in the night's most significant game, Princeton moved into a tie for first place with a 38-7 victory over Trenton. Both teams are now 3-1 in the WJFL's Capital Division. Princeton faces West Windsor Plainsboro United next week, and Trenton takes on Robbinsville. So lots to be decided there. Coming off a tough loss to Nottingham, the Little Tigers got 2 touchdown runs from quarterback Travis Petrone, while Andrew Foreman, Ellenton Hines, and Kyle Carr also found end zone pay dirt. Carmine Caruzoni added a 30-yard field goal, and he nailed all 5 of his PATs. Over at Robbinsville, Brian Boswell ran for a career-high 200 yards and 4 touchdowns as Hamilton West won its second game, 43-21 at Robbinsville, as we said. The depleted Ravens were without quarterback Gavin Yablonowitz, running back Chris Naprikoski, receiver Eddie Keating, and their do-it-all guy, Hayden Perusic, right? You were there, right, Mike?
Yeah, we were there last night.
Yeah. Did those guys all go out in the course of the game, or were some of them unavailable beforehand?
The only one that was the only one that was hurt during the game was Yablonowitz during that one. They were without all 3 of those seniors that you mentioned. They were in their street clothes during warm-ups. So, yeah, the only injury that happened for them during the game was Yablonowitz, and they had to go to Noah Schwartz, who's their tight end 1 on the depth chart, but really handled things well. They were down 21-0 in that contest. Hamilton West jumped out early and took advantage of a first play turnover on a read option. They scored on 1 play. Next thing you know, it's 21-0 Hamilton West, and then you blink your eyes a couple seconds later, and we're all tied up at 21 because Noah Schwartz started running rampant on the Hamilton West defense. But ultimately, it was the Hornets and Boswell that were able to prevail, and that ground game was strong. Their offensive line was a unit, and give credit to the Hamilton West defense as well. Gabe Bing had a great game last night for the Hornets. He's all over the football.
He's an awesome
He was in double-figure tackles last night again. Their defense was swarming the football and taking advantage of costly penalties as well.
Yeah, Bing he's a great player to watch. Schwartz actually rushed for 176 yards and 2 TDs. He passed for 81 and a TD to Alex Giordano. Mike Brescio ran for a Hornet touchdown, and Daniel Figueroa caught a TB pass from, I think, Colin Bresler.
Yeah, that was a screen pass that went about 40-plus yards.
All right.
And Figueroa showing that he is very capable, similar to his brother that we saw a couple years ago, Andy Figueroa, who was phenomenal for Hamilton West. Looked like a lot like his older brother Andy on that play last night.
Yeah, yep. Well, I'm saying yep. You were there. I don't think you're lying, so I'm saying yep. At Hopewell, head coach Dave Caldwell got started on his second 100 wins as the Bulldogs took down Steiner 42-14. Caldwell, with little fanfare, won his 100th game a week ago with a win over Burlington Township. They didn't make much of it, but they celebrated it last night. It was the usual suspects on offense for the Bulldogs. Milan Desai threw 2 touchdown passes to Owen Lengel of 59 and 21 yards. Desai ran for a score. Ben DeCore had 2 TD runs. And Jude Berman ran a kickoff back for a 75-yard TD.
Wow.
Yep, and Steinert's Anthony Gilio threw touchdown passes to Jace Mayer and John Weaver. The Bulldogs can lock up the Capital Division title with a win over Hightstown next week. And they now sit atop South Jersey Group 3 in the United Power rankings with a game left to play. And while we're on that, Allentown currently 9th in SJ3. And as we mentioned earlier, Nottingham is 16th. And despite the loss last night, which dropped Steiner to 3-4, they're 13th in Group 2, and Princeton's win moved it up to 16. So there's some Mercer County teams we want to keep an eye on when those power rankings are concerned. Getting back to the scores, Ewing won for the second time in 3 games. They took a 14-7 victory over West Windsor Plainsboro United. Josh Missick, Cordell Sloan, and Rashawn Williams each ran for between 63 and 74 yards, while Williams and Sam Simpkins had touchdown runs to help the Blue Devils overcome a 7-0 deficit. Corey Pringley had 4 catches for 61 yards and a score for United. In the Battle of Route 539, Allentown took a 39-6 win over Hightstown. Quarterback Matt Schweitzer threw for 253 yards and a touchdown, ran for 74 yards and 2 TDs. He does it all. Sean McCaffrey also ran for 2 scores. Kristen Macaluso scored Allentown's first touchdown of the night. Matthew Wood caught 4 passes for 104 yards, and Anthony Visconti had a TD grab for also for the Redbirds. And Chris Whalen was all over the field on defense with 21 tackles, including 2 for losses. And finally, Lawrence's woes continued. After their 3-0 start, they dropped their 5th straight 35-8 to Pennsville. No other details were available. And that is your Friday night scoreboard.
Rich Fisher with your stats, scores, and info across Mercer County and the better part of Central Jersey. Fish for Scores on Twitter. Give him a follow. He is definitely worth the follow. Great job, Fish, as always.
Thanks, brother.
Moments away here from the second half for the Irish, trailing 14-10. How do they right the ship offensively? And really, how do they right the ship defensively? Because offensively right now, Nottingham of late has been able to do what they've wanted to. Defensively, for the Irish, they've been unable to stop Sabree Melvin.
No, and that's the thing. You got to figure out. I mean, I don't know. Maybe because the thing is, Nottingham uses him in so many different ways that it's hard to figure out what you're going to do with him. He's coming out of the backfield. He's lining up. He's behind center. He is a weapon. And one of the things the Irish have to guard against is that short pass that's picked up a few big yards for Nottingham. And we saw one nice play by Kelly, the linebacker, breaking up a pass, but the Irish need more of them. Nottingham has only gone, they haven't really gone what you would call really vertical, maybe the one time on the touchdown pass, and I think there was one other pass they threw downfield. Mostly it's been little outs and stuff like that. I think what Notre Dame's got to do, they got to keep they're letting Nottingham get into a rhythm. These have been long drives, and Nottingham's been, picking their spots and doing what they want and mixing their plays up. And I think, you got to kind of slow down. That running game doesn't seem like it's been all that powerful for Nottingham, but you look up and they've rushed for 98 yards. So, on 19 carries. So that's about, 5 yards a carry. Now, a lot of that came on a big run, because Cassidy's getting – but like you said, Cassidy wears down that defensive front. Opens things up for other guys. I think what Notre Dame really wants to do is keep the ball a little more like they do, get some scores. And sometimes Notre Dame can stun teams. They get those touchdowns in bunches, and all of a sudden the next thing you know, the team on the other side is just spinning.
Right.
And Nottingham has done a great job of preventing that from happening, and they just have to keep doing it, play that base defense. And
when the Irish are able to do that, though, Fish, it's because that defense is, more times than not, getting the offense the football back, whether it's by way of turnover or 3 and out. So far today, the Irish defense has been looking for that spark. The offense has shown that they can get into the end zone, and it's been tough for us to, well, tough, not for us, but tough for the Irish to get Wyatt Moore free, as you got to imagine he's the focal point from a defensive standpoint when you prepare for Notre Dame.
Well, and that's the thing. He's got, Sabri Melvin covering him. And that's the other thing we didn't mention. Sabri Melvin is a very good covered cornerback as well. So is McMillan on the other side. So, I mean, these guys, this Nottingham team is tough to throw deep on. These defensive backs are quick, and they can stay with you, and they know how to position themselves. So, but
you wonder if offensively, if Sean Clancy and the Irish offense, if they start to think of some of the depth that they have at the receiving position. You have Will Renda, who's an outstanding tight end. You have Tyler Stefanisco, who stepped in as the lead slot receiver a season ago when you lost Wyatt Moore. You have Max Pelzer, who has been in this offense starting for the last handful of seasons. So now you're looking at a receiving corps for the Irish where they've got depth and they have guys who have been there and done that before. Whether or not they use them or try to use them to sort of be decoys to give space for Wyatt Moore in the second half, we'll see, as the Northstars will boot things away to Notre Dame's direction to start. Here in quarter number 3, it's Camara and Davis back to receive as Camara has taken over for Aldrich Crawford on the returning duties here this afternoon.
That was a big reason, too, why Nottingham needed to stop on that last Notre Dame possession, because Notre Dame scored, then they come out and they take this kickoff. They got a chance for a couple consecutive scores.
Davis bobbles, picks it up across the 25, now the 30, looking for the 35. Brought down around the 37, close to the 38. 1st and 10 on a strong return from Jaden Davis. Give him about 18 yards on the return.
Davis on the return.
And we'll see how effective Julian Matera can be. See if he comes out, first of all.
Saw him throwing down there on the field, warming up at halftime, and yeah, hopefully he's able to return. Looks like he's coming out to start here for the offense, and he makes his way back out onto the field. They'll work from the far side.
And you hope that whatever was bothering him doesn't hinder his play. I don't think Nottingham hopes that, but.
2 receivers to his left. Renda, the tight end, to the right. He's in motion. Now on the left side. Matera takes the snap. Fakes, fires behind Pelzer. An RPO intended for the wideout Max Pelzer falls incomplete at 2nd and 10.
You don't see that often. A misfire that bad.
Pelzer incomplete. 2nd and 10 Irish.
Yeah, the Irish offense isn't clicking quite the way they usually do.
Matera back in the gun. Same formation. They'll move Renda to the left again. This time, it's Davis, left side, looking for space, behind a couple blockers, makes his way through a strong carry of 8, as just feeding off the backside of his blockers is Jaden Davis, just as they teach you as a back. Had his hand on the backside of multiple blockers on that run and used it to his advantage. It's 3rd down and 2. Might be 3rd down and Davis time.
You think?
The Irish go to the huddle, and they break it. Pelzer, the low man on the screen. Cam Bailey brought in as the 2nd tight end. He's stacked up with Renda on the right side. Nottingham showing pressure. They motion Renda now to the left. Matera taking his time, looks over to the sideline. 3rd and 2. Moves Davis now to his left. Matera. And a flag is thrown. I think this is delay of game against the Irish, and it is a costly penalty against Notre Dame. Sets them back 5 yards. It's 3rd and 7 from their own 40. That is just something that can't happen.
You know, I just realized I shortchanged Notre Dame 58 yards at halftime because I forgot to include Davis's big run there. So those stats were a little off. Now,
3rd and 7. Matera takes the snap and looks right. Fires, sideline. Moore just past the outstretched hands. Had a step on Melvin on the fly route, and the throw just a bit too far out in front of Moore. Would have been a huge connection and a big-time 1st down. as the punt team now comes on for the Irish, and another stop earned by this North Star defense.
Yeah, that ball was right off of his fingertips. I think his fingers grazed it. And he did have the step, but it was just slightly overthrown. And I mean, when I say slightly, I mean slightly.
Melvin to receive. Swiatek sends a booming punt high and deep into the air. Takes a bounce on the 20 and takes a Nottingham bounce forward. Stopping it, Ryan Peterson at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for the North Stars. They'll work from the near side of the field.
North Stars at the 19-yard line.
Now a chance here for Nottingham. 80 yards in front of them, of course, Fish, but a chance for Nottingham to take a double-digit lead with a strong scoring drive.
Nottingham has to keep staying aggressive. They have to keep attacking, keep doing what they were doing. I mean, you obviously can't just feel that you got this game won with a 4-point lead and one stop. You got to keep going.
Vasquez in the pistol. It's Cassidy, the back behind him. Man in motion was Carmichael. They'll go Cassidy. Up the middle. Stacked up, still moving, and finally brought to the ground.
Vasquez to Cassidy up the middle.
Cassidy gets a pair.
4-yard gain for the North Stars.
Give him about 3, 2nd and 7.
3 or 4. Looks like you got about 4 there. I'm giving them 2nd and 6. Don't try and stop me. I'll tell you, Cassidy said it last week. He's got to go home and probably sit in a hot tub for 10 hours.
They motion Cassidy to the right. Vasquez wants to throw. Pressure, steps up deep, downfield, batted out of the air and almost intercepted by Peterson.
Lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was right in Peterson's hands.
Peterson and Woods collide over the middle. Woods on the coverage with Peterson as the routes kind of took the defenders into that direction, and Woods hits the surface as Peterson collides with him, unable to bring in the football, but a big pass breakup at that. It's 3rd down and 6.
I think, yeah, it was a big pass breakup. I'm sure.
Trips to the left for Vasquez with a back to his left in Cassidy. He's rolling left. Throws on the run. It's McMillan. Caught. Has the 1st down. Swung down short of the 35, right around the 33.
Vasquez and McMillan results in a North Star 1st down.
Well, there it is again. That's just that little short passing game. That's been deadly for Nottingham today.
These bootleg plays have worked to their advantage pretty much all afternoon, as they're able to find Quamir McMillan for the 1st down. Vasquez trots in from the sideline with the play. Under 9 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Nottingham leading 14-10. McMillan split out wide to the bottom of the screen with Carlos Almonte. Trips to the right. McMillan down there as well. Bootleg right for Vasquez. Looking. Deep throw for Melvin. Hauls it in. Wow. Complete. Shy of the 40. 1st and 10 for the North Stars.
And that's what I'm saying before. You can only put that ball once in one place. And he put it in the only place he could put it. And even then, it's a difficult catch. And Melvin makes the catch. He's so strong when he grabs the ball and just is able to keep it in. That was a pretty play.
Sabri Melvin with a big-time conversion on 3rd down. Hauls that one in. Vasquez in the gun. Feeds Cassidy. Looking for space. Lowers the shoulder. And he's stacked up by the Irish linebacking core. Give him 3 on the ground.
Cassidy at the middle.
And Cassidy's helmet comes off at the end of the play. He might have to miss one here. So Cassidy will have to miss a play. Coming in for him, Hassan Jonam.
Jonam can pick up some tough yards if you need him.
Tamir Carmichael coming off here for the North Stars as well. So both of the feature backs in this offense for Nottingham on the sideline here on 2nd and about 7. Melvin and Almonte at the top of the screen with McMillan in the slot. Looking left, Vasquez rolling, throwing, Melvin caught across the 35, stood up by Woods and brought down right at that 35-yard line. An injured Irish defender down on the field, it's Will Renda.
Ooh, you don't want to see that.
As Renda grieving in pain down on the turf.
And that was good coverage by Notre Dame, just stopping that at 2 yards, not letting them get too much more.
Injury timeout down on the field with 7:03 remaining here in the third quarter. 3rd down and about 5 to go for the North Stars after the completion from Vasquez to Melvin. Hyundai of Trenton, proud to sponsor today's game at 1655 North Olden Avenue in Ewing Township. Over 100 new Hyundai models from Elantras and Sonatas to SUVs like the Hyundai Santa Fe, Tucson, and Palisade, including hybrid models. Hyundai of Trenton has the inventory in stock at 1655 North Olden Avenue in Ewing Township. Saul Funeral Home, proud to be a part of the greater Hamilton community since 1899. SaulFuneralHomes.com to learn more. That's Saul Funeral Homes. Saul Funeral Homes is a proud sponsor of today's game and hopes you enjoy it.
Renda walking off under his own power.
That's good to see.
Slight limp, it looked like, but
3rd down and 5 from the Irish 35-yard line. The North Stars come out with a back to either side of Vasquez in the gun. A receiver to either side. They'll go Cassidy. Ground, right side. Has a strong gain, but stood up short of the first down marker by a yard.
Yeah, he got a good initial push, but they closed it down pretty quick.
4th down and 1 to go.
4th and 1.
The 30-yard line, the first down marker.
Let's hear it, North Star Nation, big play!
Nearing the 6-minute mark, North Stars hurry to the line. Vasquez in the gun again, trying to get the Irish to jump. Goes hard count a couple times, now looks to the sideline.
Nottingham is 3 for 3 on 4th downs today.
Vasquez feeds Cassidy, looking right side. He's got the first down by at least a yard.
Make it 4 for 4.
Cassidy up the gut.
1st and 10. Ball spotted at the Irish 28. This Notre Dame defense just trying to get off the field. Unable to do so yet today.
1st and 10 North Stars at the Irish 28.
And Cassidy again getting some valuable yardage. I mean, 34 yards, but there's been some key ones in there. Keep drives alive.
5:30 to play here in the 3rd. Cassidy to the right of Vasquez in the gun. Reverse left side. It's Carmichael looking for the corner. Tripped up shy of the 25 by Alex Villarelli as he comes in to make the play. 2nd and about 5 on the pickup of 5. Picked up and brought down right around the 23 is where they spotted.
Well, you get the power of Cassidy and the speed of Carmichael. That's a nice combination to have.
2nd down and 5. Flag thrown on the play.
Too much time.
And I'm not sure if it was delay a game or too many men on the field.
Yeah.
Illegal substitution is the call. 2nd down, now 10 to go. A 5-yard loss. Two receivers to either side for Vasquez. The Irish showing blitz. Here it comes. Looking deep. Right side. Melvin. Caught. Touchdown Nottingham.
Wow.
Vasquez to Melvin.
Just
A 30-yard strike from Vasquez to Melvin. They connect for the second time today.
just impossible to stay with him. Kind of got the inside, Karan Wood, and there's nothing he can do.
An extra point away from an 11-point advantage are the North Stars.
Chris Alvarez with the extra point attempt.
Chris Alvarez on for the extra point. Low snap, handled, kick is blocked by the Irish. Will Napier in on it, gets a hand on that football. 4:21 to go in the third. It's a 20-10 North Star lead, as this offense has had no problems finding their star receiver in Sabree Melvin here this afternoon. Sabree Melvin from 30 yards out. Vasquez puts it on the numbers. Melvin takes it the rest of the way. And Nottingham, with their largest lead of the day, up by 10. Fish, I think it's safe to say the Irish offense needs a score on this drive.
Yeah, they do. They really do. But I got to tell you something. Nottingham's got to quit messing around with these extra points. They've missed on the last two, on a 2-point and another conversion. That's 3 points right there that you left on the table. That could be a big difference in this game. You never know. But yeah, you're right. Notre Dame does. They've got to start moving the ball here a little bit. They got to start playing Notre Dame football. Nottingham's defense has done a great job.
The North Stars will boot things away. Sherry on to kick it off. As now he tees it up from the far side of the field on that far hash, and I don't think he's going to go onside kick. He might go squib kick here.
You think? Maybe.
Kamara and Davis deep.
Nope.
Sends it high and deep towards Davis. Has it inside the 5. He'll take it from there. Across the 20. Looking for space. Drug down just around the 25. And that's where Julian Matera and the offense set up shop.
You know, sometimes you think the offense has to get going. Sometimes the special teams can give you a boost too. Thinking maybe Davis could maybe run one back there for the Irish and get them going. They do need a spark. They need something to spark them.
1st and 10 Irish at the 25.
Maybe the urgency of being down by 10 would be spark enough.
It makes you really think too, from the Irish standpoint, that misconnection between Matera and Moore down the sideline, just off the outstretched right hand of Moore, would have been a huge conversion and changed the outlook of this one. Notre Dame down by 10 from their own 25. Here they go. Matera looks deep down the middle of the field, floats it, almost intercepted as they look for Moore. Throwing it in triple coverage and trying to force the issue was Matera, as that one nearly a turnover.
Yeah, that was forcing the issue. There's no doubt about it. He had 3 of those backs all around him, and there was no way he was going to squeeze that ball in there.
Second down and 10. Moore and Pelzer to the bottom of the screen. Renda, the tight end, bunched right with Bailey. Low motion Renda from right to left. Davis to the right in the gun with Matera. And a flag is thrown.
Nottingham is clapping.
False start against the Irish, as they seemingly just can't get out of their own way.
Right now, yeah.
The mistakes are starting to pile up more and more for Notre Dame here on the road. Down 10, 4:03 to play in the third quarter. Desperate for a score. Matera barks out the play. Stefanisco into the game. He's slotted. Bottom of the screen. Moore at the top. Matera looks left. Throws. It's Renda. Over the middle, complete. Lowers the shoulder across the 30. Tripped up and tackled right around the 31.
Well, not a bad play. You get 11 yards back. Make it third and manageable.
3rd and 4 Irish.
Third down and 4 to go. a must convert here for the Irish. Pelzer at the bottom of the screen with Stefanisco. Matera has pressure, hit as he throws. Stefanisco's side falls incomplete.
Yeah, Jackson Hughes came in on a blitz there, right up the middle. Nobody picked him up. And that forced Matera to have to throw it quick, and almost another interception.
Punt team comes on for Notre Dame, down by 10. And the Nottingham offense prepares to come back onto the field with all the success that they've had of late. More momentum thrusted onto the Nottingham sideline as their defense continues to shine. Notre Dame with just 10 points up on the scoreboard. Swiatek, a booming punt, takes a bounce around the 40 and falls right at the 36.
You couldn't get much of a bounce on that.
No return on play.
First and 10 for Nottingham from their own 36-yard line.
Well, Notre Dame's defense has to figure out a way to get off the field. Nottingham, I haven't had a chance to go back and look, but Nottingham has converted a lot of third downs.
Yep.
They're
4 for 4 on fourth.
Yeah, 4 for 4 on fourth downs. They've just had the answers so far.
Carmichael in motion. They'll give it to Cassidy. Up the middle, the power back, lunging his way forward. A strong run. Give him 6. It's 2nd and 4.
Tackled by Irish Ryan Peterson.
And the North Stars up by 10, more than okay. Doing what they've done pretty much all day long. Run the ball effectively on first down and eat up some of this clock here in the third quarter.
Yep, run it effectively, mix in a pass here or there. Well, the last time they mixed in the touchdown pass, 28 yards.
A back to either side of Vasquez in the gun. Irish bring a blitz. Vasquez has time, throws across his body, left side. Nobody was in the area, but I think Vasquez was outside of the pocket.
Yeah, I think he was.
Irish sidelines looking for an intentional grounding call. But he was definitely outside of the tackle box. 3rd and 4, clock stopped, 2:18 to go in the third. Big test here for the Irish defense. Been a struggle for them to get off the field today.
Yeah, another big third down play coming up, and so far Nottingham's had the answers. Let's see what they go for here. They got trips out to the left.
Trips left, Vasquez drops back, wants to throw, hit as he's throwing and incomplete. Renda in on the pressure, pass intended for Melvin over the middle.
Incomplete Vasquez.
That'll bring up 4th and 4, and the punt team is going to come on for Nottingham. So a big-time stop for Notre Dame's defense, and it's been a while since we've been able to say that for Notre Dame.
Yeah, they finally got him on. They finally shut down the drive.
Cardi Sherry comes in to punt.
You gotta see if the defense can spark the offense, but I'll tell you, Nottingham is really digging in defensively today.
Sherry, a high snap, handled, has time and sends this one. Ooh. Not a great punt as that one goes into the sideline of the North Stars.
Yeah, Notre Dame's set up pretty good here.
And they'll have to see where that one crossed out of bounds. It looks like it's around the 45. They're going to walk this one up at the 45 exactly. And a flag down on the far side of the field near the 40. The officials will meet right around midfield and we'll see what the call is. This might be against Nottingham.
They're talking it over.
Officials still conferring. Now heading over to Sean Clancy to ask him how they want to assess this penalty flag.
It's quite a conference.
Face mask against the North Stars. That is declined.
Okay.
1st and 10. I'm surprised he declined that. Wouldn't that penalty give him 15 more yards from the spot of the foul?
I would think, yeah.
That's a little surprising.
Irish 1st and 10.
That would put them on the 40 in Nottingham territory if he accepted it, but 1st and 10 from their own 45, the decision. Moore at the top of the screen, Pelzer at the bottom, Kamara the back. They'll go Kamara, left side, he's bottled up for a loss. A loss of at least 3 on the play.
Malcolm Lusant.
Make it 4.
Malcolm Lusant was in there on a flash.
2nd and 14, now from their own 41, as the Irish go backwards on 1st down, and still I'm not sure why they didn't accept the face mask penalty.
There must have been something where maybe it was either the penalty, I don't know.
Matera wants to throw right side deep for Moore. Goes up, batted out of the air. Sabri Melvin on the coverage.
Oh, man, just put a red S and a cape on him. He is Superman today.
Moore has not been able to get free from that side of the field. Sabri Melvin's been there all day, stride for stride. 3rd and long here for the Irish. Their offense in danger of stalling out here and going 3 and out. They hurry to the line. Trips to the right. Stefanisco at the top of the screen. Davis and Moore there as well. Pelzer at the bottom with Kamara to the right of Matera.
Might want to try going to Stefanisco here.
Matera drops back, fires. It's Pelzer over the middle.
Oh, that's
brought down at the 50. Big hit laid by Sherry. 4th down and a long 5 to go, and the punt team's going to have to come on here for Notre Dame again.
I actually meant they should go to Pelzer, and that just shows how wrong I am. That was not, didn't work out.
Thought they might have a quick hitter over the middle, and nothing was there.
Mr. Excitement, Sabri Melvin.
Sabri Melvin back to return. Swiatek on to punt. 40 seconds and counting here in the 3rd. Another strong punt from Swiatek. Melvin lets it take the bounce inside the 20, rolling inside the 10, down closer to the 5. And a great punt from Sebastian Swiatek sets the defense up with 90-plus yards behind them to work with.
Absolutely. The punting game for both teams here has flipped the field. Nottingham just got a 13-yard punt, and even though Notre Dame couldn't capitalize, a 40-plus yard punt here has put Nottingham into a hole. 1st and 10 at the 7. And what do you want to bet that first play is to Augie Cassidy to try to get it out over to 10. 42-yard punt for Swiatek.
Pistol formation, Melvin in motion from right to left. Cassidy on the ground, bouncing it outside. Jastrzebski and Renda have it red.
I'm surprised they went outside there. They usually go straight up the middle with him.
Tackled right around the 5-yard line. I think they'll spot it at the 6.
It doesn't.
Right at the 7. Final seconds tick off. 3 quarters are now in the books. The North Stars with a double-digit advantage on the scoreboard with 1 quarter to play. North Stars 12 minutes away from pulling off the upset against the Irish, who have won 4 straight. 4th quarter on the other side of this timeout. It's the Irish and the North Stars on WBCB.
This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford, Subaru, or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good!
Hi, I'm Sean Spiller, President of the New Jersey Education Association. On behalf of the 200,000 educators in all of our public schools, we wish all of our student athletes the very best luck in today's competition. We would also like to recognize the students in our public schools who participate in extracurricular activities, like the school play, robotics class, or the marching band. New Jersey schools are #1 in the nation. When parents, schools, and educators work together, our students are the winners. New Jersey Education Association supports our great public school.
Second down and 11 to go. They go back to Cassidy on the ground and he plunges his way forward.
It goes to his third down and 6. Northstar.
3rd and 7 from the 11-yard line. Notre Dame defense desperate for another stop. 4th quarter down by 10. Northstars offense trying to extend the drive and eat more clock.
Well, if Notre Dame can get a defensive stop here, they'll be in great position after the punt.
Vasquez looking right, throws, complete, but bottled up well short of the yard to gain is Almonte. 4th down, about 2 yards to go, and the punt team will come back on here for Nottingham.
Yeah, and that's what Notre Dame needed to do. I mean, the clock is starting to become an issue here, and Notre Dame, I mean, after that last punt, I mean, Nottingham needs to come back with a good boot here.
Sabri Melvin down on the turf again. Looks like he's experiencing some more cramping like he was earlier. So the punt team comes on for Nottingham. It's 4th and a long 2 to go. Deep in their own zone. The ball spotted right around the 16-yard line. Young Scholars Institute of Trenton, the Fall College Tour coming up November 7th through November 10th. And the Fall SAT Prep begins October 26th with a 6-week prep course for the December 7th SAT test. Schedule it on the website at youngscholarsofTrenton.org, www.youngscholarsofTrenton.org. Email ysitrentonNJ@gmail.com to learn more, or give them a call at 609-577-5467. The Fall College Tour, November 7th through the 10th. NC North Carolina A&T State University, Duke University, North Carolina Central University, Shaw U, Hampton U, Norfolk University as well, Norfolk State University, all going to be there. A great opportunity for the scholars in the surrounding Trenton area. Sherry comes on to punt things away here on 4th and 2. It's Camara and Davis.
A fake.
And a fake punt. As they go up the middle, this is going to be close. This is going to be very close. The official spot looks short based on where he's walking towards the football.
Who carried it, did you see?
I did not. Northstars think they have it. Irish defense thinks they get the stop. This is very close. The chain gang is coming out. The spot is right near the marker, I believe. Nottingham gets the first down. A fake punt from their own 11-yard line, and it works.
Bing, who carried that? Do we know?
It was tough to make out who it was on the fake.
Yeah, we don't know. Nobody seems to know who got it on the fake. But what a what a call. I mean, you're leaving yourself open to all kinds of criticism there if you don't make that. And, I mean, it's one of those plays. It's terrible if it doesn't work. It's great if it works. And it worked for Nottingham. That's massive.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carmichael, right side, and he's sent to the turf after a gain of about 6. Make it 5. Second and 4. Gain of 6 from Carmichael.
Second and 4, Northstars.
And again, the Northstars more than content with eating this clock up here.
Oh, for sure.
Up by 10 and nearing the 9-minute mark now, 9:40 and counting.
And let me tell you something. You know you're a confident team when you're going to try a fake that deep in your own territory.
Here's Cassidy, working up the middle. Still on his feet, in the clear. August Cassidy at the 40, the 30, 20, 10, brought down at the 10-yard line. He was bottled up until he emerged from all the bodies. First and goal for the Northstars.
That was an incredible run because it looked like everybody just stopped playing. It looked like the play was dead. It didn't look like anybody was doing anything, and then all of a sudden, boom, Cassidy pops out and away he goes. Now he's shaken up a little.
Cassidy getting stretched out down on the turf, the cramping starting to make its presence felt on a very warm fall afternoon. And the Nottingham Northstars, first down and goal to go from the Irish 10-yard line after the huge carry from August Cassidy flips the field entirely. The Irish with their backs now against the wall.
And Patty Latini has to be happy with that for her grandson.
A score here for the Northstars would essentially put this one away. Up by 10.
That's a 76-yard run for young August.
A back to either side. Jonam taking over for Cassidy for a play. Melvin on the direct snap. Shakes a man, but drugged down by Anthony Kelly. Minimal gain, if any, on the play. It's second down.
That's the first time we saw Melvin look human.
Kelly with the tackle for the Irish. No gain.
No gain on the play. Second and goal from the 10. Vasquez in from the sideline. Melvin to the right with Almonte at the top of the screen. Yami at the bottom of the screen. A back to either side. Jonam and Carmichael. Looking for the end zone. Melvin, corner, caught! But not inbounds.
Out of bounds.
Couldn't get the foot in that time for Melvin as he gets pushed out of the back corner of the end zone. Third down and goal to go.
Almost a third in the corner of the end zone for that connection.
Clock stops at 7:59.
Third and goal, Northstars at the 10-yard line.
Yeah.
From the 10. Vasquez breaks the huddle. Cassidy back into the game. Split out wide right in the backfield. Trips to the right. Cassidy stacked up behind McMillan. Vasquez takes the snap. Up the middle he goes. Not much room to work. Gets inside the 10, down around the 5, stops short at the 6. And Vasquez now down on the turf, and he's in quite a bit of pain.
We're seeing a lot of that today.
7:48 to go here in the fourth quarter. 4th down, goal to go from the 6-yard line just about for the North Stars, and their starting quarterback down on the turf.
And I think you got to go for it because a field goal only gives you, it's still a 2-possession game.
Fourth and goal. And
I mean, the only difference is if you get a field goal, Notre Dame's got to come back with 2 touchdowns as opposed to a touchdown and a field goal to tie it. But I get the feeling they're going to go for it.
Vasquez helped to his feet. Still in a great deal of pain as he tries to make his way towards the sideline and needing some assistance from the athletic trainer in John Lang.
He's trying to walk by himself.
Vasquez, the junior quarterback, has had a phenomenal game today.
He has. He's really bounced back.
A couple of touchdown passes for him on the afternoon. No turnovers today, and grieving in quite a bit of pain as he heads over to the sideline. So Bree Melvin takes over in the gun. Cassidy to his left. 4th and goal, takes the snap, rolls left, throws across his body, incomplete.
Flag? I thought I saw a flag.
Holding against Nottingham. The Irish will decline this one. 1st and 10 for Notre Dame. 7:37 to go here in the 4th, trailing by 10.
1st and 10 Irish.
As the defense comes up with a big stop, now the offense needing a response for Notre Dame.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was a called pass play or if Melvin saw it, take it, and if not, try to find somebody.
Right.
It didn't look real well constructed.
From inside the 10 at the 5, right around the 5, closer to the 6, with 94 yards in front of them. The Irish offense with their backs right up against the end zone.
Yeah, Nottingham's biggest concern right now is defending against the big play. You know, you don't want to play too soft where you're giving them 10, 15 yards every play, but you don't want to give up that home run ball.
Melvin lined up on Moore at the bottom of the screen. Matera looks left side. It's Pelzer. Caught, fighting for extra yardage and brought down just shy of the 20. He's got the 1st down. It'll move the sticks. Matera going no huddle here. Irish to the line quickly. Takes the snap, looks left again, flips it out. It's Pelzer again, back to the same play as he takes about a 4-yard gain on that completion.
4-yard gain for the Irish.
Make it about 5 even. Second and manageable. Matera again looking to throw left side. Davis incomplete. A little too much on it as he runs into his own sideline. 3rd down. 6:58 to go in the 4th. Kamara the back to the right. Moore slotted right, looking right for Moore. It's caught across the 30, shoved out of bounds into the North Star sideline as Moore hauls that one in. It's good for a 1st down.
That's what you want to do, get out of bounds, give you time to go over, huddle up. Well, they're not going to huddle up. They're going to go hurry up anyhow.
Keeping the no-huddle offense alive is Matera. Barking out the play to everyone at the line of scrimmage. Kamara to his left. 2 receivers to either side. Floating it deep is Matera, and he just floats it out of bounds. And Matera took a shot on that one, and a bit limping after that play is Julian Matera. And right away looking Tyler Stefanisco's way. They were not on the same page and looked like Stefanisco didn't run the route that Matera had in mind.
2nd and 10 Irish at the 32.
2nd and 10, it's Davis and Pelzer to the left. Stefanisco and Moore to the right. Matera drops back, throws. Stefanisco caught. Trying to slip a defender, but gets knocked out of bounds. Past the 35, right around the 37.
Matera to Stefanisco, complete.
3rd down and 5.
3rd and 5 Irish.
Same formation. Matera takes the snap, wants to throw right side again, over the hands of Stefanisco, incomplete.
Oh, here it is, play of
Down
the game.
5 to go, and the Irish offense really with no choice. They got to stay on the field.
Absolutely. This is the play of the game right now for the Irish. And if they make it, they're going to have to make more plays of the game.
North Star Nation, let's hear it!
Moore slotted to the right, Davis to the left. Matera drops back, has time, flips it right. Moore incomplete. Out of bounds, the pass goes. Turnover on downs. North Stars take over.
Well,
what a game from this Nottingham defense.
It sure has been. They've been locked on. They've been getting pressure. They've been locked on the receivers. I mean, this is an offensive juggernaut, this Notre Dame team, and Nottingham everybody's done their job. Everybody's done exactly what they've had to do.
Well, can't go without mentioning that Julian Matera clearly playing through some injuries in this one, and happened after his touchdown run back in the first half. Since then, just has not been himself. This is Sabri Melvin in the gun, a back to either side. They'll feed Carmichael with space, dragging defenders, brought down right around the yard to gain, and a strong carry from Tymere Carmichael makes this 2nd down and inches.
Yeah, Nottingham is going to take all the time it can here.
Nearing the 6-minute mark and counting.
6 minutes to go in a contest.
A score would put this one away officially. A couple more first downs might just do the trick.
Yep.
Back on the ground, it's Cassidy this time, fighting forward. He's got the first down, tripped up past the 25, right around the 23. Under 6 to play now, and the clock will continue to tick as the chain's now set.
First and 10 North Stars at the 22 of the Irish.
Cassidy now with 115 yards.
Strong day from August Cassidy on the ground.
Absolutely.
Back to Carmichael now this time. Splits a man inside the 15. Tripped up shy of the 10. First down and 10 to go from the Notre Dame 13-yard line.
Carmichael quietly having a nice day as well.
August Cassidy doing everything in his power to try and earn Italian People's Bakery Player of the Game honors. Under 5 to play.
Was that Yeah, that was Carmichael, yeah, okay.
First and 10, Melvin. Same formation here for the North Stars. McMillan to the right in the slot. They'll go Cassidy on the ground right side. Working his way, lowers the shoulder, finds the end zone. August Cassidy wearing down this Irish defense as he finds pay dirt.
Holy cow. I mean, he just keeps running and running. I mean, he's not going to go down until the whistle blows. That's a cliche, but it is so true when it comes to that kid. And he just runs. He drags people with him. He runs through people. He runs over people. It's just amazing to watch. 139 yards now. And finally he gets a TD. He deserves it. That is Nottingham's 15th first down of this game. They have that really shows how much you're running, putting good drives up there, time-consuming drives.
They're going to go for 2. Melvin in the gun, keeping the same formation. It's Carmichael. He goes up the middle. And he is stopped short. Looked like he might have lunged his way in, but the knee hitting just short. The 2-point attempt unsuccessful, but a 16-point advantage now on the scoreboard as the North Stars, 4:27 away from a huge victory and pulling off the upset against the Irish here on Senior Day.
I don't understand going for 2 there. You kick the extra point, you make it a 3-possession game. It's still a 2-possession game now. I don't know why you would do that.
Discover the Ciocca difference at Ciocca Lincoln, Business Route 1 in Lawrenceville. Luxurious Lincoln vehicles, new and pre-owned from the Aviator, the Nautilus, and so much more. Ciocca Lincoln, a part of 52 Ciocca dealerships that can offer you much better selection of Lincolns at much better pricing with numerous financing options, and will offer you the greatest value on your trade-in. Discover the Ciocca difference. Discover Ciocca Lincoln on Business Route 1 in Lawrenceville. Don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian. And the Italian People's Bakery since 1936, proud to sponsor today's game and our Player of the Game interview, brought to you by the Italian People's Bakery at 63 Butler Street in Chambersburg. Sherry to boot things back the Irish way. 4:27 to go. Notre Dame down by 16. Squib kick towards Camara. Handled at the 20. Across the 25, across the 30. Working left side, makes a cut. Lowers the shoulder and tripped up around the 40. 1st and 10 for Notre Dame from their own 40-yard line.
Well, the Irish have good field position to start with. That always helps.
And I think Julian Matera's day might be done here for Notre Dame. It looks like over there forming up with the offense, at least in that first huddle there, was Dylan White. It's Dylan White in the gun. Fires left side, it's caught. Stefanisco swung down shy of the yard to gain by a pair. Give him 8 on the completion. So Dylan White comes in, Julian Matera over on the sideline and just trying to keep him as healthy as possible heading into next week's matchup with Allentown. So next week, Fish, that one with a little bit more on the line for both teams, as Notre Dame will try to keep their playoff hopes alive next week against Allentown and their home game playoff hopes alive.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's hard to tell because you don't know how many teams are going to be in that non-public B. You know, like if there's 12, Notre Dame's 6th right now, that would give them a home game in the first round. But, you know, if it's less, and well, now I guess Notre Dame's going to drop after today. Or some teams will go ahead of it. Nottingham, on the other hand, I mean, they were 16th coming into today. This should rack them up some good stuff, whatever, PowerPoints and everything else that goes into that secret formula, secret sauce that is the United Power Rankings.
2nd down and short for the Irish from their own 48. Down by 16, 4:04 to go in the 4th quarter. But a quick score could keep the Irish in this one. Dylan White taking over quarterbacking duties. In the gun with Camara to his right, takes the snap, drops back, looks right, slings, caught. Pelzer has the first down by a couple, brought down by a handful of North Stars. 1st and 10, now in North Star territory is the Irish offense, as McMillan a bit slow to get up after that stop. He's to his feet, chains move. Irish going no huddle. Dylan White, the junior righty, looking left, firing, complete. Stefanisco across the 40, swung out of bounds right around the 38-yard line.
Yeah, the Irish or the North Stars are playing soft now, guarding against that home run ball.
And Notre Dame more than content taking the quick hitters and getting out of bounds, saving their timeouts. They've got all 3 timeouts remaining, which would be big if they can get a score. Here's White again, wants to throw, left side, Moore caught, reaching for the yard to gain, and this spot's going to be close. They're going to give him the first down.
First down, Irish.
Moore with that reach of the football, able to get the first down. 1st and 10 from the 36. White with it back to his right in Camara. Pelzer and Davis at the bottom of the screen. Looking left, White lets it go, deep, sideline, Moore, incomplete. Rumpf in the face of Moore, the intended receiver, and good coverage that time from the defensive back for the Northstars and James Rumpf. And they're going to put time back on the clock, 3:03 left.
Sorry, I'm trying to catch up on my stats here. This no huddle offense.
Thank you. 3:06 put on the clock. 2nd down, 10 to go. White again in the gun, split receiver set. Stefanisco and Moore bunched at the top of the screen. White looking left, throws for Stefanisco, bobbled and dropped out of bounds.
Rumpf again. I like
Cassidy
Rumpf.
down on the turf on the pressure, and he's experiencing some more cramping. Another injury timeout against the Northstars. 3 minutes exactly to play here in the 4th quarter. An injury timeout down on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if he's cramping. I think that's some kind of lower leg issue that he's got going on.
The Hamilton Township Animal Shelter at 2100 Sylvan Avenue off of South Olden Avenue. Proud to sponsor today's game, looking for a loving pet, cats, dogs, sometimes even reptiles and birds. To check out their adoptable pets, visit hamiltonnj.com/animal shelter. The Hamilton Animal Shelter, a proud sponsor of high school sports here on WBCB. And today's game also brought to you by the HTEA, the Hamilton Township Education Association, wishes all of their students the best of luck this school term here on WBCB. The Irish come back out onto the field, 3rd and 10. Trying to keep the drive alive, it's White. Wants to throw again, deep, left sideline. Stefanisco has it, takes a lick inside the 10. First down for the Irish, and an injured man down for the Northstars. White drops one into Stefanisco down the sideline.
Yeah, Dylan White's looked pretty good since coming in. Not sure. Is that Melvin that's down again?
Tough to tell who it is. Melvin is one of the guys stretching down on the sideline.
Oh.
As Jim Tracy, one of the Notre Dame coaches, heads over to help him out. Tough to identify who the other injured man is down on the field for Nottingham. The big connection from Dylan White to Tyler Stefanisco. And it makes you wonder if they were able to get Stefanisco involved earlier on, what this game might have looked like, because we mentioned it last season when Wyatt Moore went down with his leg injury. Stefanisco took over pretty much as wide receiver 1 in that depth chart. And
yeah, I mean, they had Moore covered really good today.
Right.
So why not try to go to your secondary guys, you know?
This year it seems more so offensively that Max Pelzer has kind of taken over that second receiver spot.
Right.
In terms of targets and production. But Stefanisco, again, last year when Moore went down, that was A.J. Sarace's #1 target.
Well, he's got 5 catches today for 55 yards today. Pelzer's got 5 for 44. Moore's only got 3. Actually, he's got 4, but for only 26 yards.
I believe it is Rumpf that is the injured man down on the field, far side. as he still gets attended to. We'll step aside here on WBCB, take a quick timeout, injury timeout down on the field. 2:53 to go here in the fourth quarter. The Irish inside the red zone, trailing by 16 and looking to make this a ball game with under 3 to play.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
Heading over now towards the sideline, James Rumpf started to make his way towards his sideline, but again, still receiving a lot of attention and a lot of treatment over on the far side of the field. Looks like both schools' athletic trainers over there, and now having to bring a golf cart over for Rumpf.
I hope he's okay. Only a sophomore. He's limping. No, they're carrying him.
It's unable to put any pressure, it seems like, on his right leg. They have him over there in the golf cart, and we hope that James is okay and able to heal as quickly as possible. We hope that he's all right and wish him nothing but the best moving forward.
Absolutely. He likes to stick his nose in there.
A physical defensive back who has made a number of plays today and has had a number of pass breakups for this Nottingham secondary on the season. I mean, besides Melvin, he's really their number one corner in this secondary, their number one defensive back. As his teammates all greet him at the golf cart and give him a high five as he exits the field here this afternoon. It's 1st and goal for Notre Dame from the 5-yard line. Dylan White breaks the huddle. Moore split out wide to the right. Stefanisco and Pelzer to the left with Davis in the backfield to the right of White. White takes the snap, looks right, has pressure, flings, Moore caught, touchdown Irish.
Well, there you go. When Melvin out of the game, they struck.
Wyatt Moore finds the end zone. His 4th touchdown in the last 2 weeks. And the Irish going to go for 2 with 2:39 to go, and rightfully so.
Yeah, I mean, and if they get it, I don't, for the life of me, unless they didn't think that, he could kick the extra point, why wouldn't you make it a 3-possession game? I don't get it. The only thing I can think of is they didn't trust him to kick the extra point.
Two-point conversion looming. Davis to the left of White in the gun. Stefanisco and Pelzer to the right. Moore to the left. White takes the snap. Looks right. Rolls right. Still looking. Flips it. In and out of the hands of Davis. Incomplete.
White to Davis. Incomplete.
Well, that should do it for Nottingham. They got a break there. That ball popped. He was sliding along, but right in the gut, right in the chest, and it popped out.
2-point conversion unsuccessful. 2:39 to go. A 10-point advantage for the Northstars. Notre Dame with all 3 of their timeouts remaining. The Irish in need of a miracle at this point, and you wonder if maybe this will be an onside kick attempt.
Oh, I would almost guarantee it.
Bob Hope's Auto Repair, 903 Arena Drive in Hamilton. Trust, integrity, and reliability since 1986. Bob Hope's Auto Repair, proud to sponsor today's game. Open Monday through Thursday, 8 to 6. Fridays, 8 to 5. Closed Saturdays and Sundays.
I mean, Notre Dame did everything they had to do. They went down the field. They scored in less than 2 minutes of clock time. And they had the play to get the 2-point conversion, but the ball was dropped. And, you know, if Nottingham recovers this punt, it's not going to matter whether Nottingham can run out the clock or not. I don't think you got enough time to get 2 touchdowns. I mean, Nottingham, they could get the ball back quick with the 3 timeouts. But, you know, Nottingham's 1 touchdown away from completely icing it.
Swiatek back on to kick. Approaches the football. Onside attempt. In the air. Ball's loose. Still loose. We'll see who's got it. The Irish think they do. Notre Dame has it.
All right.
What a recovery coming up with the football for Notre Dame. Anthony Merlino. 2 injured North Stars down at the 40 as the onside kick to that side of the field. 2 of the guys on that side, their job was simply just to blow up any North Stars in their way. And
well, they did. As soon as Nottingham touched the ball, they pounded him, and he couldn't hold on to it. Nottingham is really, they're dropping like flies here.
Popping up quickly for Nottingham, it looks like Mohamed Rahan and Tymir Carmichael over there as well on the hands team. Or was that Chris Alvarez? I think that was Chris Alvarez.
What's that? The
first guy over from the sideline for Nottingham.
Carmichael comes off. Well, now it's gut tightening time if you're a North Stars fan.
Irish still down 10, 2:33 to go here in the 4th quarter. Dylan White, a 1st and 10 from the North Star 39.
Sabree Melvin back in, now playing safety.
Timeout down on the field. Nottingham takes one of their final 2 with 2:33 to go. Timeout on the field, a timeout for us here in the booth. 1st and 10 for Notre Dame from the Nottingham 39-yard line. 26-16 the score here in the 4th quarter.
Hamilton Township in Mercer County is fortunate to have many fine businesses that serve our community. Saul Funeral Home is a 4th-generation family-owned business proud to support our local schools and community. Their compassionate and caring staff is there for you and your family. They'll bring the closure you deserve while also celebrating the life of your loved one. Visit their website at saulfuneralhomes.com. That's saulfuneralhomes.com. Saul Funeral Home at 3795 Nottingham Way, Hamilton Square.
Yeah. Should be. Action just about set to resume. White from the gun. Pelzer and Davis to his right. Stefanisco and Moore to the left. Here's Moore in motion. White. Deep shot. Left sideline for Moore. Out of bounds. McMillan on the pursuit. That one falls well incomplete. Wyatt Moore will chase down the football. 2nd and 10 from the 39. Clock stops at 2:27. Nottingham looking for a stop to secure this one and secure their 3rd victory of the season.
Yeah, and Notre Dame got it straight quick here.
White fires left side. Stefanisco, or Moore rather, has it pushed out of bounds right around the 20. It's a 1st down and then some for the Irish. And the clock stops as Moore gets out of bounds. Inside the 25 at the 24, 1st and 10. 2:21, the clock halted. Hurry up offense here for the Irish. It's White in the gun. Two receivers to either side, looking left, throws, Moore, caught inside the 20, scampers out of bounds right around the 18. A good pickup of about 6, maybe even 7.
Looks like he's at the 19.
They'll give him 6. White throwing left side, intercepted. Huge play from the defense. It's Jackson Hughes, the senior, who ices this one on senior day.
Yeah, and Jackson Hughes has really had a strong game too. That linebacking trio at Nottingham, they have some good linebackers, and that's Jackson Hughes. He deserved that. He deserved to ice it with the game he's been playing.
The North Star offense comes back out onto the field. A first down away from a couple of kneel downs.
1st and 10, North Stars at the 14-yard line.
From their own 14, Sabri Melvin in from the sideline. Melvin in the gun, a couple of backs with him. Two receivers to the top. He'll take the snap. It's Cassidy looking for more up the middle. Give him a pair on the ground. And Notre Dame will take a timeout.
Yeah, Notre Dame's not going to waste these timeouts. They're going to use them regardless.
Clock stops at 2:02. The Hamilton Township Division of Health offers a variety of free services to keep you and your community healthy. To learn more about opportunities and upcoming clinics, visit hamiltonnj.com/health. Stay healthy, Hamilton. And discover the Ciocca difference at Ciocca Lincoln, Business Route 1 in Lawrenceville. Ciocca Lincoln of Lawrenceville, proud to sponsor today's game on WBCB. And don't forget, read all about today's game in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news, 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian, or online at trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County, 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian. Second down and about 7 to go here for the North Stars. Ball spotted on their own 18. Melvin in the gun, a back to either side. The Irish jumping around up front. False start going to be the call against Nottingham, as it looked like Cassidy got an early jump. So that'll set them back 5 yards. And we'll make it second and about 11.
Fifth penalty for 35 for Nottingham. Notre Dame 4 for 36. Been a pretty clean game.
Let's hear it for those North Star cheerleaders.
.201 to go here in the fourth. North Stars trying to push the ball forward and move the sticks one more time to ice this one away. Melvin takes the snap. It's Carmichael, right side, has the first down, tripped up past the 25 at the 27. 1st and 10, Nottingham.
And that'll definitely do it.
The Irish, I believe, took another timeout after that attempt.
Well, it's not going to matter.
1:54 to go. The Irish burn their second of 3 timeouts. Each team with 1 remaining. 1:54 here to play. Today's game brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association, who wants to wish all of their students the best of luck this school term. They are proud to support you. This message brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association. And discover the Ciocca difference at Ciocca Lincoln in Lawrenceville. Luxurious Lincoln vehicles, new and pre-owned. Ciocca Lincoln and Business Route 1 in Lawrenceville. Small enough to know you and large enough to serve you. And proud to be a part of our Mercer County community and support our local schools. 1st and 10.
You know, we really got to give a lot of credit today to Nottingham's offensive line. They have done a really good job here of.
Yeah, they've been effective, to say the least, today.
Yeah. I think they're coming together more as a unit.
Melvin again. Cassidy to his right. McMichael to his left. It's Cassidy. Left side, diving forward. And the final timeout taken by Sean Clancy with 1:47 to play in the fourth quarter. Brings up second down and 8 to go.
2nd and 8, North Star.
For the Irish next week, home against Allentown. And prior to this matchup, that was the one that everybody sort of had circled as the game to look forward to in Mercer County and in this area for the WJFL. With a ton of playoff implications on the line, it gets just a little bit more of a extended meaning and a different meaning assigned to it next week.
Well, yeah, really. I mean, unless Hopewell stubs its toe next week, if Nottingham won today, they'd be playing for second place in the Capital Division. But, you know, the bigger concern right now is your playoff ranking. That's what you want to work for.
We mentioned earlier Senior Day today for the North Stars. Coming up following the conclusion of this one, we have the Senior Day festivities recorded for you. We will play them at the end of our broadcast here today, so stick around if you'd like to see that. High snap, Melvin with trouble, rolling, could just throw it away, and he does finally do that as he is outside of the pocket and flips it into his own sideline.
Well, that is the last thing that Nottingham wanted to have happen.
Well, I don't think he got that back to the line of scrimmage, and they're going to call intentional grounding. A flag is thrown right at the Nottingham sideline.
That's a disastrous play for Nottingham. I mean, they wanted to just run clock. They wanted to just come up and, you know, let that clock run another 40 seconds, and now you got to stop clock. You're going back even further. And Notre Dame is a turnover away from popping this ball in the end zone. Holy cow.
Backed up all the way to their own 3 now. 3rd and forever.
Yeah. This is not good for Nottingham.
Just supposed to be a couple of run plays and
and that's it.
and shaking hands, but now this is
a disaster. I mean, you're going to be punting if you're probably punting out of your end zone.
I think they just saw how close they were to the 3-hour threshold and said, well, we might as well just get there. Third and forever here for the North Stars. Melvin from his own end zone in the gun. Wants to throw. Pressure. Floats. Middle. Deep. Almost intercepted by the Irish. McMillan takes a hit, and he's slow to get up.
Nottingham does not want to make it easy on itself. That ball was nearly picked off, and he had room to run if he'd have grabbed it.
And I know you're backed up in your own zone, but you could have run the ball there, too, on 3rd and long and taken at least 40 seconds off.
Exactly,
And you punt it away, and this is really dragging out here. Just a little bit.
Strange. I mean, now you block a punt and recover it, and you're right in this thing. It's all because that was a bad snap.
Well, if you block a punt here and block it out of the back of the end zone, and it goes over his head, he's out of bounds. That's a safety. And a flag comes in late from the far judge. Notre Dame's going to have a minute plus, trailing by 8, and a chance to tie this game with a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Absolutely unbelievable. Unbelievable.
The clock management from the North Stars could become costly here down the stretch. The officials meeting around the 10-yard line. A flag was thrown from the far back judge. Illegal substitution against Notre Dame. They will replay 4th down.
Illegal substitution on the Irish.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
That flag might have just saved the game for the North Stars.
Oh, for sure.
So they go from their own 3.
Well, now they're not punting out of their end zone.
To the 17-yard line. Still a high snap. It's blocked. It's on the turf. Sherry falls on it. The Irish will have possession, 1st and 10, 1st and goal inside the 10. With 1:21 to go, down by 10.
This is just unbelievable.
Dylan White in the offense, set to come back out onto the field for Notre Dame.
Well, this is really putting a blemish on what has been an outstanding day for Nottingham. They are doing everything in their power to try to give this back to the Irish.
Here's Dylan White. Kamara to his right, 2 receivers to the right in Stefanisco and Moore. Davis and Pelzer to the left. White looks right, flips, corner for Moore. He has it! Pushed out of bounds is the call. Moore thought he got his foot in bounds.
Wait to Moore. Incomplete.
2nd and goal. That was very close.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
Wow was right.
They definitely had a better angle than we did up here in the booth, but that's as close as they come. Wyatt Moore, a one-handed catch, unable to get the feet in bounds. Same formation here for the Irish. It's White in the gun with Kamara to his left. Split receiver set. 2nd and goal from the 8. Moore in motion from right to left, and jumping offensive lineman set the Irish back 5 yards.
Ball star on the Irish. The ball back 5.
And lack of execution, the theme for both of these teams down the final 3 minutes of this game. 1:16 to go. The Irish now back on the 13-yard line. 2nd and goal. Moore at the bottom of the screen, Pelzer at the top. Moore is in motion. White takes the snap. Evades a man, rolls left. Still going, he's going to take off. He scurries out of bounds inside the 10, right around the 7-yard line. Makes it 3rd and goal. And a little bit closer now are the Irish.
Still 1:06 left. Was he at the 8?
Yeah, they spotted him at the 8.
This game is just these last 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or whatever it is in real time have just been mind-boggling.
Yeah, I mean, many probably thought this one would be over by now.
I did.
White wants to throw again. Flings left side, caught. Wyatt Moore in for the touchdown. Consecutive multi-touchdown games for Wyatt Moore as White connects from 8 out.
Well, they tried to drag him back out, but pass, he got in the end zone. They tried to pull him out, but he was in. Good quick hitter there.
The 2-point team comes on for Notre Dame. Or no, the extra point team is going to come on actually. Swiatek with 1:01 left for the extra point. Good snap, good hold, kick is up, and it is good. 26-23, Notre Dame trying to come all the way back. And likely another onside kick coming here from Sebastian Swiatek and the Irish. 1 for 1 on those attempts today. And we'll see if they're able to be successful here on attempt number 2.
This you talk about just a complete change of what happened on each sideline. Nottingham could do no wrong coming into this last quarter. And then they give up that touchdown with 2:39 left, and they could do no right.
Swiatek teased the football right at the 40.
I mean, when Jackson Hughes had that interception, you figure, all right, this game's over.
Right.
That came with 2:08 left. Now we're sitting here with 1:01 left, and it's a 3-point game.
And Swiatek was ready to kick things off, but I don't think the officials were. So I think they'll just re-tee the football here, and now Sean Clancy out near the 40-yard line talking over to his kickoff team.
But I see some wonky things, but this was a little crazy. You got a team, all they're trying to do is run the clock out.
So I think they'll have to put a couple seconds back up.
I think you're right.
It was 1:01 on the clock before
yeah.
that attempt, and now there's 59 seconds. But
at this point, you never know.
Yeah.
Those 2 seconds might be huge.
It could be.
And as we pointed out earlier, another reason this is so gut-wrenching for Nottingham is all the touchdown other conversions that they've failed on today.
The Irish shuffling around men on the kickoff team. Swiatek ready to strike the football. He does. Flag thrown, marker thrown, shy of the 50. The Irish thought they came up with the onside recovery, but he picked it up just a yard short to Alex Villarelli.
Yeah.
Now Nottingham should just be able to kneel things down and head on home here today with a victory.
Well, Notre Dame lost, but it wasn't through lack of effort, that's for sure. And I thought he was on that pretty quick. Grabbed it at the 49.
Yeah, it was very close, but
it was
clear to see, especially from our vantage point. He was at the 49 when he hauled it in.
Yeah, it was the right call. So, well, partner, this was a heck of a game.
Indeed it was, Fish. Indeed it was. Always appreciate your efforts, and best of luck in your future endeavors. Look forward to this story that'll be up online at the conclusion of this one. Melvin takes a knee down, and final seconds set to tick off here as the North Stars get the job done on Senior Day.
I don't know how I'm going to write this story, as a matter of fact. This is going to be a nightmare.
We'll see how he does it. He always finds a way. Rich Fisher, the Mercer County Hall of Famer, with a write-up of this one coming up in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. Melvin takes the final kneel down. The North Stars watch the seconds tick off the clock as they pull off the upset. A huge victory for head coach Milo McGuire as Nottingham snaps the 4-game winning streak of the Irish with a 26-23 victory on Senior Day. Sabri Melvin, our Italian People's Bakery player of the game. That interview will be on our YouTube page coming up next. Thanks to all of our sponsors who made today's broadcast possible. Salt Funeral Homes, Kessel Dermatology, Revere Restaurant, Haldeman Ford Subaru, the Capital Health System, NJEA, Team Toyota, Notre Dame High School, the Trentonian, the Italian People's Bakery, the Hamilton Township Education Association, Jammer Doors and Windows, Salt Funeral Homes, the Hamilton Township Division of Health, the Hamilton Township Animal Shelter, and Young Scholars Institute of Trenton, all proud to bring you today's game on WBCB. Bob Hope's Auto Repair and Sioka Ford of Lawrenceville as well, and Hyundai of Trenton. Can't forget all of our great sponsors here on WBCB. For the crew, Mary Kate Meager did our camera work today. Brianne O'Neill and Logan Davis produced today's stream. For my color man, Rich Fisher, my name is Mike Warren. One final time, here from Nottingham, the North Stars victorious by a final of 26-23. Until we talk to you again tomorrow afternoon for high school soccer on WBCB. Monday afternoon. Feels like a Sunday. We'll talk to you Monday afternoon for high school soccer on WBCB. Thanks so much for tuning in. You've been watching high school football on the WBCB Sports Network. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Aiden!
Beautiful.
Next, we have Harrison Baum, escorted by mom and family. Harrison wants to thank his family, especially his grandparents and parents, for always being there for him. You've supported him through everything, even when he wasn't sure where he was headed. Thank you for your love, advice, and endless encouragement, which has meant the world to him. Harrison is really lucky to have you in his corner. Let's give it up for Harrison. Next is Mitchell Christian, escorted by mom, dad, sister, and girlfriend. Mitchell wants to thank his friends and family for all the love and support. Mitchell plans to go to college to become a veterinarian. Let's give it up for Mitchell. Next, we have Franz Hank Marinelli. Franz is escorted by their aunt. Franz is planning to double major in chemistry and German at Williams College while continuing to pursue music on the side. Let's hear it for Franz. Here we have Logan McGuire. Logan is escorted by his mom and dad. Logan wants to thank his parents, teachers, coaches, and friends for guiding him through high school and soon to be his career. He plans on attending a state school to study criminal justice and psychology. Woo, Logan. Next, we have Austin Wilkie. Austin is escorted by his older brother. Austin has played the clarinet since 4th grade. He is a quadruplet and the youngest of 4. He has also done marching band since freshman year. Austin would like to thank his beautiful mother for encouraging him to do the marching band. Let's hear it for Austin. Next, we have Noah Federovich. Noah is escorted by mom, dad, and brother. Noah plays synthesizer for the band, and he is a section leader for the pit. Noah plans to major in computer engineering in college. Thank you to his parents for always rushing him everywhere, literally almost every single day. Thanks to Kleck, Susswine, and all in the pit dealing with the constant stress of his electronics. Also, thanks to the Marching Units Parents Association for their constant support over the past 3 years. Let's hear it for Noah. Next, we have Tristan Mather. Tristan looks to be escorted by his dad, sister, and a couple others. Tristan would like to thank Mr. Kleck, Miss Miller, Miss Kleck, and Mr. Susswine. Tristan wants to go to a 4-year college for film and photography. Let's give it up for Tristan. Next, we have Angeli Vasquez. Angeli would like to thank all her teachers and the Nottingham Marching Unit staff for being very kind, supportive, and welcoming when she first transferred to Nottingham her junior year. Thank you to the fellow band members for never failing to make her laugh. She'd also like to thank her family for their love and support. Angeli hopes to attend Johns Hopkins University to major in biology or biochemistry and further pursue her dream of becoming a surgeon. Next, we have Jose Davila. Jose is escorted by dad, mom, family, and friends. Jose would like to thank all of his classmates and teachers who have supported and helped him throughout his high school years. Without them, his life would have been a struggle. Jose wants to especially thank both of his band teachers who've pushed him to succeed. After high school, he wants to go to a great college to study medicine and get all of his certifications to become a doctor. Next, we have Mackay Williams, escorted by mom and brother. Mackay wants to thank his mom and brother for always being there for him and paying for the things that he wanted. He also wants to thank Mrs. Kleck, Mr. Susswine, Mrs. Miller, and Miss Clifford for making his color guard journey something he will never forget. After high school, he plans to go to Muhlenberg College as a dance major with a concentration in performance and choreography. Let's hear it for Mackay. Next, we have Vanessa Alexis, escorted by friends. Vanessa wants to thank all of her friends and family who uplift and encourage her to continue doing what she does every single day. Also, thank you to all the people in her life that actually believed in her. She hopes to be a CRNA one day. She is undecided on which college to go to, but wherever she wants, she knows it'll be great. Next, we have Josh Algren. Josh is escorted by mom, dad, brother, and friend. Josh plans on going to Ramapo College of New Jersey to study audio engineering. He wants to thank the marching band for creating an atmosphere that he felt like home to him. His favorite memory with the marching band was obtaining 4th place at the U.S. Band's national competition with a score of 89.5 and breaking the school record twice in a row in the same year. Let's hear it for Josh. Next, we have Angelique Amador, escorted by mom, dad, and brothers. Angelique's favorite memory of the band is when Mrs. Kleck went to nationals with 2 different shoes on. Let's hear it for Angelique and all our senior band members. Next, we have the cheer team. First up is Juliana Ray. Juliana is escorted by mom and boyfriend. She plans on pursuing cosmetology after high school. She wants to give a huge thank you to her coaches, and her favorite cheer memory is cheering during rainy games. Let's hear it for Juliana. Next, we have Sharixa DeLeon Rodriguez. She is escorted by dad, mom, brother, and friends. Sharixa wants to thank her family for always supporting her and pushing her forward. Her cheer sisters for always having her back and giving her the best memories, as well as Coach Sunny and Coach Marissa for pushing her beyond her limits and showing her that she is capable of achieving more than she has ever thought possible. Your belief in her abilities has given her the confidence to strive for greatness. Her favorite memory was when both varsity and JV won 1st place at the CVC tournament. Sharixa will continue to pursue cosmetology after high school and go to college for business. Let's hear it for Sharixa. Next, we have Shania Bernard, escorted by mom, brother, sister, and family. Shania wants to thank her family, friends, and coaches for supporting her in her cheer years and being understanding of her crazy schedule. After high school, she will be going to college for track and nursing. Her favorite memory was the Give Me My Money challenge when Coach Sonny hit the one clap, and also being with my favorite 5 practices. Let's hear it for Shania. Next, we have Alessandra Sessoms, escorted by Dad, Mom, and brother. Alessandra wants to give a huge thank you to her parents for always supporting her throughout her cheer journey and being there for her whenever she needed. She loves you guys dearly. She wants to thank Sunny and Marissa for being such amazing coaches who have supported all of them throughout the years. She will miss you both so much. Alessandra wants to thank her team for being a team full of love with the sweetest souls. She is going to miss every one of you. Her favorite memory by far was when they tricked Sunny into doing the Just Give Me My Money trend. Her reaction was hilarious. After high school, she intends to go to college for 4 years and then on to med school. She plans to be a psychiatrist and wants to help as many people as she can. Next, we have Mia Caceres Villatoro, escorted by Dad, Mom, Stepdad, brother, and friend. Mia would like to thank her coaches, Marissa and Sunny. Her favorite cheer memories are going to cheer competitions and spending the day with her cheer sisters. Let's hear it for Mia. Next, we have Daniela Haigua Casada, escorted by Mom, Dad, sister, and family. Daniela wants to give a huge thank you to her coaches for always pushing her to work harder and keep her motivated. Her favorite cheer memory is cheering during rainy games. She also wants to thank her team members for making practices so fun to come to. Huge thank you to her family for supporting her through everything. She plans on going to college to become an elementary school teacher. Let's hear it for Daniela. Next is Angelina Santos. Angelina is escorted by Mom and Dad. Angelina, after high school, plans to attend Rowan RCBC for nursing. Her favorite memory in cheer is all the bus rides and rainy games. She would like to give a big thank you to both her coaches for always inspiring her to do better, and thank you to her parents for always supporting her. Let's give a huge round of applause to Angelina and all our senior cheer girls. Okay, first off of our football seniors is Tymere Carmichael. Tymere is escorted by Mom and Dad. Tymere wants to thank his coaching staff, teachers, and family for everything. He plans to attend college for computer science. Let's give a big round of applause for Tymere. Next up, we have Hassan Jonam, escorted by Mom, sister, cousin, and Miss Fouché. Hassan wants to thank God and those who have always motivated him to be great, especially his mother. After high school, he plans to attend a 4-year college to major in business and continue his athletic career, striving to build a strong reputation. Eventually, he aims to own a real estate company, flip homes, and achieve a significant success. Okay. Next up, we have Kendi Guillaume. Kendi is escorted by Mom, Dad, and family. He would like to thank God. First off of our football seniors is Tymere Carmichael. Tymere is escorted by Mom and Dad. Tymere wants to thank his coaching staff, teachers, and family for everything. He plans to attend college for computer science. Let's give a big round of applause for Tymere. Next up, we have Hassan Jonam, escorted by mom, sister, cousin, and Miss Fouché. Hassan wants to thank God and those who have always motivated him to be great, especially his mother. After high school, he plans to attend a 4-year college to major in business and continue his athletic career, striving to build a strong reputation. Eventually, he aims to own a real estate company, flip homes, and achieve a significant success. Okay. Next up, we have Kendi Guillaume. Kendi is escorted by mom, dad, and family. He would like to thank God for getting him through all his injuries and surgeries, not knowing if he'd be able to make it through the whole season, but dedication and hard work got him here. From his first ever time putting on the pads, he didn't think he'd be a varsity starter, so he would like to thank Coach Milo for taking that chance on him from his sophomore year, making him a 3-year varsity starter. After high school, he will continue with trade school. His favorite football memory is getting his first tackle on varsity under the lights, even though he was seeing stars. Let's hear it up for Kendi. Next is Carlos Almonte. Carlos is escorted by mom, cousin, and friends. Carlos would like to thank his mom for always being there for him and the coaches for believing in him. Carlos will be going to trade school for carpentry. Let's hear it up. Let's give it up for Carlos. Next, we have Jackson Hughes, escorted by mom and dad. Jackson wants to say thank you to Coach Milo and Coach Kyle for believing in him and giving him the chance to thrive. Thank you to his mom and dad for everything they do. You're awesome and he loves you. Also, thanks to his brother Jimmy, who couldn't be here today. Next up, we have Cam Martin, escorted by mom, grandmom, sister, and friends. Cam plans to attend a 4-year college for business and entrepreneurship while also pursuing trade school. Let's give it up for Cam. Next, we have Walter Rodriguez, escorted by mom, dad, family, and friends. Walter would like to first thank God. Without him, he is nothing. He would like to thank all his coaches and family. Walter has put so much dedication and hard work to get here. He is grateful to play football for all 4 years. His favorite memory is just cherishing all the moments with friends. After high school, he plans to go to trade school. Next, we have Next, we have Quimir McMillan, escorted by mom, dad, family, and friends. Quimir would like to say that he loves the game of football and fishing. He cherishes the moments he has with his friends and family, and he wants to keep growing and thriving to achieve his dreams and goals. Quimir is doing this in the memory of his loving grandmother, Sabrina, who sadly passed away in 2020. Let's hear it for Quimir. Next, we have Ernest Gaykai, escorted by mom, dad, and brother. Ernest is planning to participate in track in college. Next, we have Sabri Melvin. Sabri is escorted by mom, dad, and family. Sabri would like to thank everybody that's here supporting him today. Let's give a big round of applause for Sabri, as well as all of our Nottingham football seniors and all of our Nottingham seniors in general.